Hello there, everyone. My name is Waba, and what you're about to watch is Mental Health Monday. It's a podcast that I do every single week live on Twitch, link in the description below. We talk with 1 to 2 guests, sometimes 3, on a topic of the month, and purely I'm just asking them about their experience with this topic. Either they have personally gone through this or they have dealt with it in some manner in a personal way. The purpose of these talks is to bring education to others and to bring awareness to these issues, and that mental health is real, mental health matters, it's okay to not be okay, and more to the point, it's okay to talk about it, and it's okay to reach out for help. There's a lot that goes into Mental Health Monday. It's very intentional, and we have a bit of a check-in usually before the talks. In addition, I myself am trained as a mental health counselor. I have a master's in mental health counseling. Now, I never, ever will claim that I am anyone's therapist online. I'm a mental health advocate, and I will share resources till the day I die. But as far as help goes, I highly encourage anyone out there to seek your own help. I have resources both on my Twitch page, but also in my Discord under resources, and highly encourage anyone to seek professional help if you are struggling with something that the people on my podcast are talking about with their experiences. In addition, they're raw, uncut, and unscripted. I usually have a few questions to kind of structure it a little bit, but we might go off the rails sometimes, have some casual conversations. Other questions might be asked, delving into details. All things considered, I put a content warning out there at the beginning of my talks usually, right before we jump into them. And it's just to say, hey, show some respect, towards the guests and their stories, first of all, obviously. But more importantly, if a topic comes up that might be potentially triggering, feel free to click off the video, feel free, to click off the stream, during the stream, or mute the tab, whatever, come back when you feel comfortable. I don't wish to trigger anyone, but I want these talks to be as unrestricted as possible so that folks can tell their story in their best words. Your discretion is advised, depending on the nature of the subject. So with that out of the way, I just want to welcome you into this video. Feel free to skip ahead as well. I'll put a timestamp in the description. And with that, enjoy Mental Health Monday and welcome into the Waba fam, your mental health talk place and queer safe space. Take care. The Digant? Excuse me. The fuck? What is this? What is this? Alright, my scene broke and I didn't realize it. My whole scene broke. Well, time for some on-stream quick repairs, everyone.
Wouldn't be a stream if it wasn't.
See, I thought it was fixed, but, Why would it be fixed? Oh, there we go. Oop, oop. Oop, oop, oop. Hot. Look good? Maybe? Yes. Yes. There we go. We did it. Alright, say hi.
Hi.
Hello, hello. How's it going? Welcome in.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
This is Photo Elite, everyone. Feel free, please introduce yourself. Tell people who you are, what you do.
So names Photo Elite or Christian or Chris, or I've been given a ton of nicknames in Red's channel. I am a professional photographer specializing in portraiture and live events from Sweden. Let's see. Interesting facts. I am a metal vocalist, meaning that I can make sounds that makes the devil jealous.
Oh, really?
pretty much.
I see. I mean, we've gotten one clip before where you were just like,
Yeah, not properly warmed up, but I can. If it's okay with Chad, I can try one out.
Go for it.
Letters are the lifeblood of Twitch.
I'm gonna pretend I understood what you just said there. Something Twitch. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you have water so you didn't just throw out your whole voice.
I got plenty of water. Red was actually kind enough to remind me to get water right before I came in here, so.
Beautiful. Who is Red? Who
Red
is
is
Cyber Red?
Cyber Red Lytical, my partner, the love of my life.
Yes.
We've been together since New Year's, roughly, New Year's Eve.
That's cute.
Things had been brewing under the surface for a long time before that, but that day was the trigger, like the release of the floodgates, so to speak.
Nice. Well, welcome on in. You were here to talk on your life's journey of being autistic because,
Yeah.
good Lord.
Yeah. There is a lot in there.
Yes, there is. There's a lot of implications to that question because it's literally just like, all right, let me just tell you my whole life.
Yeah. See, I think I was like, somewhere around 6 or 7 when I first got the diagnosis.
Okay.
I was stubborn, to say the least, because I'm born in '93, just at the end of the year, like December, like the last couple of days of the year. That's so they figured that it was a good idea to put me with those of the same year at first when I came to school. Now we're talking like elementary, like preschool, first grade, thereabouts.
Right.
And somehow they figured that was an excellent idea. I agreed. I loved it.
An excellent idea to what?
Put me in the same year as everybody else born in '93 that was born earlier in the year.
Oh, right. Okay, I see what you mean. Right.
'94.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Actually
strange.
made them. Yeah.
Usually there's like a birthday cutoff of like September, October, something like that.
Yeah. And here I am, December 20th, like the rest of my family.
Damn.
Yeah. We've literally got 4 birthdays and Christmas in the same week.
Jeez, what the heck?
Yeah. It used to be 5 birthdays before my great grandmother passed.
What? All right, I hate to ask the question this way, but what the fuck was so horny about March?
I got no idea.
Like, this is like some late Valentine's Day present and some shit. Like,
I got no clue. But yeah. Because they at school figured that I hadn't gotten all the play out of my system after like 6 months to almost a year of being with this class, they pulled me back a year.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was reasonably upset about that because, hey, there's my routine, there's the window.
Are
goes
these all the
that.
things that like led up to your diagnosis?
Yeah. It was around that time that they started figuring out that, hey, maybe it's actually not a plaything. Like I wasn't, like in their mind, mentally ready to be there.
I think they were probably just like looking for like developmental markers, so to speak.
Yeah, probably. But it was around that time when it started like being obvious that, like, hey, it's not. I'm displaying all these developmental markers. Like I'm doing math at a third grade level. I'm reading at a fourth or fifth grade level, and like starting to learn English already.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
So you were like kind of ahead of the pack.
yeah. But somehow they figured because I didn't fit in their social.
Socially.
Yeah, like I didn't interact with the others. I didn't really have friends in that class.
Right. That's such a oh man, this is such like a weird pattern. I know like I mean a lot of it like honestly starts to get contributed as like, oh, all autistics are fucking savants. And it's like, no, we just learn differently. Like not necessarily, maybe some of us, but like
Yeah,
just we learn and we pick up shit differently.
yeah, it's true. I mean,
So it's like
there's
we're
stuff
we're, we're
that I've
ahead for a
been.
bit, but then you get to like higher academia, I feel like that
Oh
point it's
yeah,
just kind of like, wait, what?
yeah. Now higher academia, like I flunked out of high school.
Oh wow.
Yeah, uh, like I spent 4 years trying to struggle my way through high school. Uh, got very little support, very little backup, or any consideration at all, pretty much from the teachers that, hey, I'm actually autistic. I need a certain set routine and I need a certain space to be able to study. And I need to be able to ask
Right.
questions in my way to understand the subject.
Yeah. In my mind, these are like reasonable accommodations, but of
Oh,
course,
yeah,
they were just like, the fuck?
pretty much. Like, it was all talk and very little action. Like they said a lot during those 4 years that, like, yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. It's going
Did
to
you
be
have like an
great. And
IEP?
what is that?
Individual education plan?
Oh, not
I'm gonna guess
sure.
no. Did you have
Um,
some sort of plan that you like discussed with like the teachers like every 6 months to a year or so?
nope.
Okay, so no, you did not.
No, it was all just like, here's the rest of the class. This is where you should be.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Örebro in Sweden. I'm currently sitting at my grandparents' house, about 2.5 metric miles away from that city.
That's wild.
Yeah.
How is it? How do you feel like living currently, like where you grew up?
It has its benefits and has its downsides.
Right.
My grandmother is dement. She has dementia. It's recently been confirmed that it's Alzheimer's.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry, mate.
yeah. But uh, even before that came along, we weren't really getting along that well. Like me and my grandparents, we are not this with this.
Right, right. Understandably so.
Yeah, so there's always been a bit of trouble there.
So sorry, I'd like jump 7 different places, but
Yeah, my
so
brain
so
does the
so so
same.
back to age 5, 6. They thought that you were playing too much, and then they're like, maybe it's actually something else.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I think it was my mom that really saw that it was something else and not just what the teachers at school said. So she fought a tooth and nail to get me into a place called the Hippocampus, where they did a bunch of tests, which I barely remember anything except that I got to listen to this loud beeping noise to test reflexes or if hearing or something. Like, apparently it was common that back then to associate that people with anything on the neurodivergent spectrum could hear like the crackling of the TV when it turns on or off, that electricity.
The heck? Doesn't make any sense.
So it was late 90s, early 2000s. They didn't really know shit. I was just at the beginning of like really trying to understand what autism was and stuff, and like here in Sweden, weren't exactly at the forefront of it.
Right. I'm supposed to have TV powers. Yo, deadass, where are my TV powers at? All right, I go up. I'm just gonna keep looking at myself. I'm forever like not satisfied with the orientation of my camera.
Same.
And I feel like I should be looking at you on the Discord call or like looking at the camera or something, but I'm always drawn to look at myself. Because that's more comfortable. Yo, I rolled a nat 1. Fuck. Y'all are X-Men. You have amazing abilities. So picky. That was Cam. Yeah.
I am literally picky about everything in my setup.
Same. I'm picky, but then I do way too much. Listen, this scene right now, y'all, this fucking scene, this Mental Health Monday scene, it took a lot of energy to not fill it with more shit than it already is here. All right. I only recently added my like pronoun badge to all my scenes. So this is my most simple scene. Nat 1, you suck a metal slinky into it. You stuck a metal slinky to an electrical socket. Oh, fuck. Yeah, when I'm turned to myself, when I'm looking exactly at myself right now, so I'm turned to Photo Elite, so it looks more natural. But I've heard to turn even further to look at Photo Elite, it's just like, what are you looking at, Waba? What's over there? Nat 20 TV powers, exactly.
Yeah, no, I don't know what it was, if it was actually associated with being neurodivergent or not, but those old TVs, like fat screen TVs, I could literally hear the electricity going out of them when they turned off.
Same though. I couldn't do anything with that. I don't know if I was supposed to be able to do something with that.
Yeah, I don't know either. Like
also, quick question. What are your pronouns? Because I fucking realized I put pronoun tags on my D&D scene, and I could literally copy them over here.
He, him.
That's right, chat. Sorry, spoilers for next D&D session, but I have tags. There you go. Oh, boom. Instant. Maybe I should put it down here. There we go. Instant pronoun tags. Anyway, sorry. Go on.
Yeah,
so they're like, oh, you heard the TV static. Yes, boy is autistic. Is that what happened?
Yeah, pretty much.
Are you serious? That's fucking stupid. I'm sorry, but like, that's dumb.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they did. Like, they did a bunch of tests, drew some blood.
They drew blood? I'm sorry. Is there an autism fucking thing attached to my blood?
I got no fucking clue, but they did a full health workout and like.
I mean, I guess they were right, but like, I don't like how they got there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they did a full health workout, like. Yeah, 'cause, 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 '
I
I got
don't.
to listen to these really, really uncomfortable sounds, like really high-pitched notes.
I remember listening to like high pitched notes at like my regular doctor's office,
Yeah.
but I've never had to I obviously I was never tested for autism when I was younger, which I find hilarious considering my mother, like, one of her narcissistic things that she would like fucking like be so proud about for herself was like, I still would have had you, Henry, if like you had like a mental disorder, like you were gonna be born with some sort of like mental like whatever, like Down syndrome or autism. And I'm like laughing now because I'm like, haha, I was autistic, you stupid bitch. Mrs. Oh, I know everything about healthcare. Like, fuck off. We know he's a vampire, but it's from being on the spectrum. Come on. Are you an autistic vampire? I mean, that'd be pretty fucking cool. The beepy headphones? Yeah, the beepy headphones. I remember the beepy headphones. That's about it. Nothing with fucking TV static.
Yeah, apparently that was pretty common.
Yeah, they drive me crazy too. I'm just like, I hear it. My hearing's good. My hearing's better than perfect. Like, fuck off.
My hair's been fucked up. I've spent the last 10 years photographing concerts.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
No
when you're
earplugs?
oh, they don't help. When you're French kissing
Yeah,
speakers
that's
pumping
fair.
130 decibel, that you're gonna lose hearing.
What's your favorite type of speaker to French kiss?
I'd say Marshall. They give the clearest audio.
For some reason, my initial thought with you talking about French kissing speakers was scumbag dad's TikTok things of, should I stick it in my asshole? And I'm like, ooh, speaker. I use my autism to think outside of the box in drawings. Yeah, they would always yell at me if I drew outside the lines.
Yeah, I can't draw for shit. I'm jealous of Red in that aspect. Like, Red is an amazing traditional artist,
5
and I
out of
can't draw
10.
for shit.
Hey,
Like,
MJ.
I butcher stick figures.
Just same. I can. Okay, okay, hold on. Let me back up again, because I can kind of draw. I have done a drew draw before. Now hold the fuck up. Let me not make myself seem completely not being able to draw. I don't know why I'm fucking stuttering and stammering here. Good fucking lord. Because I can copy something is what I can do. I don't trace, so don't accuse me of no tracing. All right, I'm not a tracer. I just look at a thing, and I'm able to, like, as long as I keep looking at it, I can copy it pretty fucking well. It's on
Yeah,
my
I can't do
Instagram.
that.
Never mind. I can't show y'all. I can't show y'all safely. But if I find this photo, you're all fucked, all right? All you naysayers to say that I can't draw, but go on. Sorry.
Yeah, I can't do that for shit. I literally cannot draw at all.
Technology and I do not get along. You're a technology god? Is that so?
I'd say it's bribery, but apparently.
Tell me more. Tell me more. That's a penis. I can't show that on stream.
Yeah.
At least not on this platform.
Apparently, I picked up something in high school. Because 4 years in high school, I spent those learning technology, learning IT, and bricking. I think I went through like 10 different laptops.
Damn, what the fuck?
Uh,
10 laptops? How?
Let's see. One, I managed to uninstall the BIOS. Two, I managed to crash the hard drive.
How? Why? Also, I
Because I
found
was
a
learning
drawing that
shit.
I did long. This is like maybe 2, 3 years ago of our D&D crew. This is the extent of like my drawing abilities without any reference.
Damn. That's
So
better than me.
I could do humanoid-esque things, and I'm trying to find the one that I did of Totodile. Anyway, go on. Sorry, I'm listening though.
That's far better than I can draw.
Damn.
But yeah, I don't remember how I fucked up all of them, but like I was experimenting with every computer software under the sun, and like a couple of them I opened up and tried to modify the hardware.
Oh
Like
shit.
yeah,
Yeah, that's probably what fucked it up.
I remember the last one. That one I actually bought from school when I graduated, within quotation marks, because I actually never got past the diploma.
Why not?
Uh, because my grades weren't good enough.
Wait. So. Wait. What? Wait.
Yeah,
What? What is this? Was for high school, right?
yeah, high school. I
Okay.
never went beyond high school with academics.
That's honestly so valid, though. It's bribery. Chris has saved many of my friends' butts with the technology goblin. My drawing's like chicken drawl. Oh fuck. I drew a flower horrified by instead of making a boring Venus flytrap, made a flower borrowing the skull of the rotted corpse. That's kind of fucking cool, honestly. You love horror? Oh, you're gonna fit right in here. You're gonna fit right in here. Jeffrey fucking loves horror shit. Like, you draw horror, Jeffrey will love you forever. And he's my mod, and you want my mods to love you forever. Plot twist, Waba drew those photos of his cats. Wink. This, I mean, I made most of my own emotes, so that's not entirely false. I made most of my emotes, but also most of my emotes are just GIMP edits. So, you know.
I think one of the few times I photographed horror. It's
Tell
it's
me
a
about
cool
it.
piece from back in the day. It's on my Insta somewhere. The model's thrown, just holding up a fake skull, and she's got a pumpkin head, and there's leaves, and it's just edited to really dark and moody. It looks cool.
That's pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah. That's where my artistic talent lies, in photography. Photography, I can do a lot of things with. I can't draw for shit.
What's the
Nor
most
can I
proud
write.
photo shoot you ever done? What's the photo shoot you're most proud of? Let me rephrase that.
Uh, Probably Dead by April at the Vox Festival in my town a couple of years back. I can link the photo in chat if it's okay.
Sure. All right, ready? Reference. This is Totodile. This is the Bulbapedia Pokemon official art of Totodile. All right, everyone has Totodile in their minds. Great.
Yeah.
I looked at that picture and I was able to draw this. There you go. That's my drawing ability. Sorry, I just really wanted to find that.
Whoa. That's badass.
Yeah. So that's what I can do. I can copy. Don't trace. Just copy. Instagram. Yes. Yo, let's see the grams. Whoa. Yo, look at that. Damn. Like that shit. That's cool. That's a cool photo. That's some emotion right there.
Yeah, 2018. That thing has been in. Let's see here. It's been in Washington, DC, not the state. It's been in Madrid. It's been in Berlin, and it's been in Athens at various exhibitions.
That's pretty cool. It's pretty fucking cool, honestly.
Yeah. But that's where my artistic talent lies.
So, just try to get back on track. God, maybe I do have ADHD. I don't dare self-diagnose myself with that. That's the only thing I will not. Which is weird. Anyway, to get back on track. So you were diagnosed 5'6". They were like, all right, we drew your blood. We found the autism, the autism chromosome or wherever the fuck there is. It doesn't exist.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell they based their diagnosis of.
You heard the static. They were like, all right, autism.
Yeah,
what
pretty
happened
much.
Then? Autism TVG.
Yeah. Pretty much nothing happened for a couple of years.
What do you mean?
Like they did all this stupid testing. I was given a couple of exercises to do at home, which lasted about 6 months. And like they gave a folder about this fucking thick of paper
Like
detailing why I was autistic, and I was like, okay, yeah,
Oh, that's just why you're autistic.
yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
Oh, you scored this on the Mervin blah 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 social scale.
Yeah,
They did that
yeah.
with Hattis.
Nobody knows what the hell they did.
Great. Good.
This place has since gone out of existence. Like they
really?
disappeared off the fucking map.
For future, you have to put a space between the Q colon, but I don't have featured.chat right now. Actually, I probably could add it. Well, I don't want to crash my computer right now, though. Yeah, what were the exercises? That's what I was going to wonder, too. And I will answer that as well.
Yeah, they figured I had some reflexes left over from when I was a baby that wasn't supposed to be there. So
Reflexes left over from when you were a baby.
Yeah, like reptile brain reflexes type deal.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm as confused as you are by it when I grew up. But like adulthood, I can see like what the fuck? This was completely.
Yeah, did they
meaningless
have
and-
like research from the 1800s or something? Like that sounds some like Freud was smoking that dank day shit. Like
Oh yeah, most likely.
autism is just a reptilian brain baby things that you have and you're stuck in your brain.
Yeah, it was so freaking weird the way they phrased it, and like the exercises did absolutely nothing because they basically
What
had me
were
lay
they?
on my back on the floor and like just rock back and forth.
No. Oh, it was some Freudian shit. This is
Yeah.
100% Freudian shit. I'm willing to put money on it
Probably.
because that's some like, oh, you have to go through, you have to complete your development of infancy before you're able to move on. Is this some like Gen 1 developmental psychology, like Freud X fucking who's the developmental child psychology dude? Oh, I forgot his name, but like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, just rock back and forth like as if you were a baby. You got to get it out of you, man. Like, yeah, come on, cut it out. Like, just yeah, you got to do it more so you get it out, you get it out of your system, and you'll be good. No more autism. That's the cure
Yeah, it
for
was
autism.
Absolutely fucking ridiculous exercises, but they did that to get rid of reflexes apparently.
Reflexes.
Yeah.
All right, what's the most hated advice to autistics? Most hated advice is you don't look autistic. No, but I don't know. Advice to autistics. Stop. ABA, just anything having to do with ABA, which is applied behavioral something or other. And it's basically behaviorism, training autistics like training fucking Pavlov dogs. Hashtag stop the shock. That's probably the worst advice I've heard. Fucking Joseph Seed bullshit. I don't even get that reference, but I agree with you.
Yeah. No, it was a bunch of bullshit. The best part, everybody bought it. Like, everybody bought into it. Like, my grandparents bought it, my mom bought it, my dad bought it. Yeah. Everybody was...
And then they just stopped treatment after 2 years, and they're like, oh, yeah, it's fine.
Not even 2 years. It went like 6 months.
And then they're like, it's fine.
Yeah, pretty much.
So was anything done throughout your schooling to help being autistic? Like, support you in any way that you needed support in?
Not until I was in 6th grade.
Okay. It's like 6 years later.
Yeah. About halfway through 6th grade, they decided that, hey, it would be a great idea to move me to a class specifically for autistics.
Okay,
and
sure.
other neurodivergents.
Sure.
At that point, I was pretty much okay with it because I was bullied a lot.
Right. It's just like, sure, take me out of here.
Yeah.
They're probably nicer, hopefully.
Yeah. I learned a lot about autism and neurodivergency in general from that class.
Oh, shit?
Yeah. The person there was actually well educated on the subject. Like, she was actually accommodating and, like, really tried to make the experience as good as possible.
That's super wholesome, honestly.
Yeah. I'm still in touch with my teacher from there.
Oh my god, that's wild.
Yeah. Some 20-odd years later.
Right. Damn. It was that impactful that you still talk to her.
Occasionally, yeah. We talk on Facebook every now and then.
Right.
I used to have her phone number, but we didn't really talk that much. And then I changed phone numbers, and I lost a couple of phones. And
yeah,
just
whatever. Still, it's pretty fucking cool that they actually. I mean, I'm surprised they actually had someone that was qualified.
Yeah, it was quite a surprise, but that was basically a new project that was funded by the municipality.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Riot.
Hi, Riot. Welcome, man. How you doing?
Riot's a good friend.
Welcome into the Waba fam. Good to meet you as well.
That was... I think it was around then that I actually got serious with academics, because up until that point, my grades had been in the rock bottom.
Right.
I wasn't improved in a single subject.
So what was it for you? Like, what got you serious?
I think the encouragement of my teacher, and instead of being forced to okay, here's how we're supposed to learn. Here's how I learned. It was, here's how everybody else learns. Here's the window. Choop. Fuck that shit. here's how we're learning.
Hell yeah. Did you make any lifelong friends there?
And aside from my teacher, no. There was one person in the class that was there when I got there that
Bless you.
talked to a lot. Like we saw each other pretty much every day and talked a little bit after school here and there. But he had a lot of issues with boundaries.
Understandable.
Yeah, like I don't blame him. We all had problems back then.
Yes. Yes, I did.
So like I have a lot of understanding now.
Right.
But when we just got out of that school, like Seb was moving into high school and stuff, and I met him in town. There was some animosity because his way of dealing with not getting the attention he wanted was to throw shit and be physical and violent.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not funny, but coincidentally, that reminds me of my partner Frankie's one of his coworkers at the bagel store. He keeps telling me about this person and says like, I swear this person's like your carbon copy, Waba. But like his threshold for like anything going wrong is so low when managers aren't around and he starts throwing shit around. And I'm just like, how is he not fired? Like, this does not seem like something that you should carry over into like adult workplace. And like, to be fair, the kid is like quite a few years younger than me, but like still, like, oof.
What was kind of scary was that
Super
my
scary.
classmate at the time, he took martial arts
Oh
training.
shit.
Yeah.
Usually
So,
that stuff is supposed to like help discipline you, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of the point.
I think that was why they let him take it, because he was supposed to mellow out.
It's not really how that works.
Yeah.
That might worry if he had ADHD, but
Yeah. Yeah.
being autistic is a different ball game. So he was like legitimately a threat. Yeah, basically, it sounds like that.
Yeah, it could be at times if he was really upset and stuff. Because
I mean, yeah, like throwing stuff around is already like pretty fucking scary, like in a classroom. It's a lot of shit that can hurt.
yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah, that was pretty much me too. And like now I meet him in the city, I would literally just walk away. Like, no, we're going this way.
Yep. Understandably so. Understandably so. So you got kind of serious. You got serious about academics.
Yeah,
But
I walked out of there
yeah.
with. So we didn't do lettering back then.
Lettering.
Like up for grades,
ABCD.
like we didn't.
Right.
Yeah, we had the IG, which basically was not approved. The G was the Swedish word for approved. Then we had
Right.
VG.
Different language.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what? Okay, VG. Yeah, I'm still with you.
Which was like the second highest level, and then MVG, which was like extra, like gold star extra.
Okay.
So
So it's basically like
in
pass, fail, and then super pass.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Sure.
When I came to that school, like halfway through 6th grade, I didn't have a single subject that I was passing.
Oh.
When I left that school, I had a single subject that I failed, and that was I think it was it was French. French. So third language. That was the only subject that I failed. The rest was approved or super approved.
That's okay. French is hard. What year did that school go to? Because I know schools are designed differently.
We went from 6th grade through 9th grade.
Oh, okay. So it's like traditional middle school here.
Yeah. Yeah, you're about 16, 17, thereabouts when you hit high school.
That's not right. But okay, go on.
That's how they do it in Sweden.
That's
I
fair
can't
enough.
speak for
There's
anybody.
4 years of high school, and by the time you graduate high school, you're 18. So like you enter in around like 13, 14.
Yeah, I think we enter school a lot later.
Oh,
Than
that might be
America.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we have like pre-K, which is like age 4, then kindergarten age 5, then elementary is ages like 5 to 10, grades 1 to 5, and then 11, 12, 13 is 6, 7, 8, and then 14 you're in 9th grade in high school.
Yeah, 14, you're still in like regular school.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So then high school, you didn't have a class like that, obviously, I'm guessing.
No, it was a completely regular class. I was offered to study at a high school with a dedicated autistic and neurodivergent class,
Oh shit.
but I declined that because when I went to visit it, I had a problem with the teachers. It basically felt like they declared me an idiot from the get-go and was very
Oh.
condescending.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
not good feel.
Yeah, instead
Yes.
of being like opening welcome, like, hey, here's how we do stuff. We get that your interest is in IT, so here's what we can offer to accommodate that. And like offer special classes and whatnot to help you.
Right.
But instead of doing that, they would literally just like, how to say it in a nice way.
You don't have to say it in a nice way.
Well, how to say it within TOS boundaries.
I don't think there's anything you could say that's not within TOS boundaries. And you can always just say it's in a video game.
That is fair. Yeah, they basically declared you an idiot from the get-go. Like you arrived at their little their rooms, their separate rooms inside a large school, and
Oh, were they like hard R slurring you? Is that what you
no,
meant? Or
close, pretty darn close to actually saying that out loud. But that's the treatment you got from them.
they treated you like a...
Yeah.
That's gross. It's absolutely horrifying.
Yeah. It was what it was. I chose not to go to that school and went to an IT school instead, which was a regular high school where they promised pretty much everything. Like they said, like, yeah, we're gonna give special dispensation. You're gonna get like separate quarters, group room is what they called it. Like beginning of every lesson, you can go there and like we're just gonna go through the whole lecture, and then when everybody starts working, you can pack up your shit and go in there.
Great. So you're just treated like second-class citizens, pretty much.
I was pretty much okay with that because it would have allowed me to have this space I needed, not
Sure.
get distracted.
On one hand, yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't actually do it.
Oh.
Like they offered, like on paper, they literally said on black and white paper that, hey, yeah, we're gonna give you group rooms,
Space.
like you're gonna be allowed to walk out when it gets too much. Like we're gonna give
Accommodations.
yeah. Did they do any of that? No.
Fuck them. Fuck that. I hope the school accidentally has an arson incident.
They pulled the fire alarm like
Commit
10
lava
times
bucket.
in a year.
Holy fuck, what the heck? 10 times?
Yeah.
Huh? It's a bit
Yeah.
much.
After that, they installed security cameras.
I was supposed to say, not all 10 of them were tests, I'm sure. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, they installed security cameras all over the school after that. So literally the second you stepped inside the school, you're constantly being monitored.
Makes you feel real good.
Oh yeah.
So when did you leave? And what was the straw that broke the camel's back?
Never happened. I just wasn't allowed to go past 4 years. Like the education was supposed to be 3 years, but I got an extra year because I didn't have a single passing grade. So after those 4 years, they were like, yeah, there's nothing else we can do. Bye-bye.
Bye. Leave. Get out. Don't come back next year.
Pretty much.
Pretty fucking harsh.
Yeah. A fourth year was just complete disaster.
Just bullshit.
Like, they put me in a class with several others. Like, they were a lot younger than me. Like, they were just starting out first graders. So they were like 3 to 4 years younger than me. And of course, super suspicious of the guy who's suddenly in their class who's been here longer than they have and is suddenly growing facial hair.
Whoa. I don't know if that's so surprising to me, honestly. But, you know.
I mean, it is what it is with that. Yeah. Like, they try to do right by the fourth year. Like, try to...
A little bit too late.
Yeah. Like, it was... Instead of this amount of help that I actually needed, I got this. So, like, instead of being able to ask the teachers things in my way so that I understood and, like, get extra time, like, the heck are they doing except teaching students? like if you got to pay them a little bit more to stay an hour extra to help a student, then yeah, do it. You literally get a state grant, like a government grant, to do exactly that.
They just have to prove it on paper. No one actually comes in and checks. That's ridiculous. Why would you regulate a mental health grant? That's silly. What do you mean the Office of Mental Health should exist and should do regular, check-ins to see if you're compliant or not? We're going through that right now. And it's like, this is not enough.
Yeah. I was a lot of bullshit back then.
Guess what? Still is.
Yeah,
Fucking
I can imagine so, but I had a couple more unsuccessful tries at academia before I gave up.
Like what?
There's something called Combooks in my country, and it's basically you get to take specific classes from high school.
Okay.
Problem is they try to do a like Swedish, the subject itself, that is like Swedish A. It's supposed to be over the period of a year. Instead, they try to smush that into 6 months, and you have to, at the same time, you have to juggle 3 other classes that are also supposed to be over the period of a whole year, smushed into 6 months.
No. No. That's not happening.
It was excellent.
Slash sarcasm.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does scream grant chasing to me as well. Do not look it up. I was literally about to look it up. I look up everything I don't fucking understand. Oh. Oh, maybe I should not have looked it up. I feel cursed. Oh. Yeah, that's that is something.
Yeah.
That is pretty fucking evil. Jesus Christmas. Your action face will be how much I look it up. Yeah, it's a little... Ooh. I mean, the name alone is just should turn you off. And it's just kind of like, ugh. And then I'm like, and then I read further and I'm like, all my suspicions confirmed. Anyway, Mental Health Monday is a production brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you. Mental Health Monday is sponsored by absolutely no one. So anyway, hello, welcome in. This is Mental Health Monday. This is an interview with Photo Elite, lovely photography chap from Sweden, talking on his experiences with being autistic and growing up with autism. As a reminder to folks, I had an announcement at the beginning of the stream that I will be doing a write-in advice show. I asked for names. The advice show. Hi, babe. We're currently stuck on Waba's Words of Wisdom. Let it be. Let it be. Great. Now I have to change it again. Fucking hell. That's actually brilliant. Now I was just gonna say Waba's Wise Words. I don't know. Y'all will vote or something, or I'll figure it out. But yeah, it's gonna be Waba's Wise Words or Waba's Words of Wisdom.
I like Words of Wisdom.
Waba's Words of Wisdom.
Let it be.
A live advice.
It's just the B emoji and not the word B.
Well, it's just gonna be Waba's Words of Wisdom, a live advice show. Yeah, well, Frankie, if you're here, then you can just sing Let It Be, Let It Be, all right?
No.
It has to include the Let It Be.
Yeah, that's important.
Oh my god. It's sponsored by the $3 I found in my travel bag. Well, I don't see any incoming donations, so no, it's not. Waba's Words of Wisdom would be a live advice write-in show where you write in on a Google form doc your problem. Think in like the Reddit story kind of thing. So like, Dear Waba, please feel free to include as many details as possible, but try to leave out super identifying details so people can't figure out it's you, you know. Unless you want people to know you. I would rather it be anonymous. I would rather it be anonymous because I'm going to cherry pick which ones actually get on the segment / YouTube. So yeah. Not right now.
In general.
Sure.
Okay.
But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting segment I'll do in the future, probably on Saturdays. And I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it. And what? Saturday is a good day for it. Probably after D&D, or I might just end my stream and just start later and do late night advice. Anyway, I'm broke. I'll email you £3. Bet. £3 of what though? Anyway, so yeah, that's the thing that we're gonna be doing. We're figuring out a name for it. I guess it's Waba's Words of Wisdom. Let it be. Let it be. A live advice show with a lovely giant disclosure that you have to agree to. And then, you know, you write your fucking whole problem. And include some like names like, we'll call them Bob. my husband, Bob, and me, 28 female, whatever it is, you know? So yeah, it'll be fun. And hopefully I get like 100 responses. Like genuinely, I want like hundreds of responses. So I have to like super cherry pick out, or I'll just like go in like order if I like all of them. And I'll just be like, all right, guess we'll get it through these one at a time. The British currency pounds. Fuck yeah. Let's go. £3. That's like $50 American. Anyway, thank you. I thought of it today because I was like, I've seen all those other Twitch like call-in shows, and I'm like, I don't want to do a call-in show, but I want to do a write-in show because I feel like the kind of community that I'm trying to build here is one of love and supports, mental health talk place, queer safe space. It's a peer support community, so we can provide peer support and advice to folks between myself, chat, and Frankie occasionally. It'll be fun. But obviously,
I'm gonna scream wrong answers at you.
you're going to scream wrong answers at us? I mean, that's fine. That's half the fun. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Definitely filters out any jokesters. Yeah. I mean, I can easily filter out jokesters, right? Because, like, it's a Google form, so I can see all the responses and then just be like, all right, well, this is obviously a joke. Delete. Move on. Like, it's that easy. That simple. It's just that simple. It's free real estate. Yeah. Mental Health Monday topics coming up in the future. If you want to be featured on a Mental Health Monday talk, include next month is going to be eating disorders. I have like no guests right now, and I need to start asking people like crazy.
Next month starts next week.
I know it does. June is going to be on DID, dissociative identity disorder, and OSTD, other specified dissociative disorders. And then July is going to be on substance abuse and recovery. So if you or someone you know or love fit into one of those categories, please let them know about us, and we will feature your story. Sorry to interrupt you, but that was like a thing I wanted to promote. What's the bad news?
I forgot my broccoli thingies.
That is horrible news. Thank you for the follow, Reikun. Thank you so much. Welcome into the Wild Fam. All right, sorry. Go back to your story now. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. So after you flipped off school with not one but two birds, what did you do then?
I actually started pursuing photography more. I've been doing photos like here and there since, I don't know, forever. I think like, I don't know what it was, but I got one of those disposable film cameras that you get like 25 shots period, and then they have to literally rip the damn thing open to get the film out.
Yo, I actually love those.
Yeah. I got one of those on a vacation somewhere, and that just kickstarted it. Hey now. Thank you.
Hey now. Welcome in.
Now it's Riot's partner.
Riot's partner now. Hello now. Welcome back in. Thank you for being here. Yes.
But yeah, I deep dove down that rabbit hole. I agree, Red. Now we're right out of the fucking awesome people.
Yeah. I like the awesome beams. The beams? Awesome beams. Welcome into the Waba fam. Ooh woo. Yeah, right now I was like, hey now, you're a rock star. Could you go play? Literally. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Thank you. All right. So anyway, yes, you said fuck off to the schools. Then what? You did photography, basically. You just jumped right into it.
I try to.
Okay.
Didn't really work out that well.
Oh no, what happened?
Super saturated market. It was just a incredibly oversaturated market, and I don't know. Eventually, I kind of just stopped. Like I stopped chasing the concerts. I thought about picking it back up, and during the pandemic, I missed it a lot. And I thought after the pandemic, I was gonna really like deep dive into it, because I still have a lot of connections in the music industry from doing this for, I don't know, on a professional level, so to speak, like up with the big boys, if you can call it that. I think it's been like 5-6 years. But like my pedigree, if you can call it that, includes working with bands like Motorhead, In Flames, Europe.
Whoa. It's pretty friggin' it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was one of the last people to photograph a Motorhead live show.
Really?
Yeah, I photographed Motorhead in August. I think it was, I can't remember the exact year, but Lemmy died in December that year.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was one of the last people to photograph them live in Europe. So that was pretty cool.
Nice.
I still have the photos somewhere on my hard drive, but not that good. Hi, Peg.
Hey, babe. Check it again, please.
Check what?
The form. Hi, Peg. Welcome in. How have you been? Hope everything's been good with you. Heckin', welcome in. Hope you're taking care of yourself out there. Hell yeah. How's it going? Welcome to Waba fam. I just changed the words, the title. I took WabaStreams community out of quotes and I made it Waba fam. So hopefully that rolls well. Oh, the hey now.
This is what
Dream
dreams are
made of. That's what the song is. Hey now.
This is what dreams are made of.
Frankie's got you. I think everyone sings that song when they hear my name. You said I've got, and I was just like, I've got 2 tickets to paradise. I'm sorry, that's what I do. I connect
Movie. Get it together, man.
I connect one song to another. All right, listen. Anyway.
Oh, Peg, Twitch be like that.
No, you were not following before, and I don't know why. Waba fam registered. Should I really put that? Oh my god. I don't know, Peg. Shit's broke. Twitch broke. Twitch fucking broke, alright?
Twitch has been
It
broken.
didn't even say that you followed. I'm just gonna replay someone else's. Pretend it says Peg. There. Welcome into the Waba fam.
Yeah. Twitch has been broken since day one.
True. Want to answer this question? The other question I've been asking people is, how has your mental health been affected by streaming, and how has streaming affected your mental health? 2 hours, go.
It's been both good and bad for me, at least. Streaming itself, like going live and editing my photos and shit, that's been pretty good and pretty cathartic.
Hell yeah.
The back end of it, however, has been hectic, so to say the least.
What do you mean by back end?
Like setting up OBS, learning stream elements, learning OBS, learning how to set up a theme, setting alerts, making
Learning
chat
OBS?
work. Yeah, like literally everything around it, with chatbots, streaming software, making it look good. Yeah, Red will tell you. I took like 2, maybe 3 weeks, just every single day, from the moment I woke up. Ate my breakfast, sat down in this chair, got to work on tuning that stream.
Hell yeah. Honestly, I love that kind of dedication, because I personally love OBS. So like I personally just had to like learn everything there was to learn about streaming before I started streaming. And then I get frustrated at other people who don't know, and I'm just like, how do you not know?
I am the same way.
I feel
to a
bad
degree
that I
at
get
least.
annoyed about it too, but I'm just like, it's just like it's like the small things. It's just like I don't know how to do this, and I'm like, but why? You set it up, like you press the go live button. You should know. You should know.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I've made this very complicated setup. I learned voice meter. So now I've set up. Let's see, I got.
My voice meter doesn't fucking work.
Yeah, voice meter is broken.
Thank you.
Literally, the software is broken. There was a Windows update maybe a year or 2 ago,
broke
and
it.
since then it has been broken and nobody knows how to fix it.
Rip.
Like,
And
it
that's-
works for some people.
Oh my god. See, this is why I use voice mod now, because I got it like a while ago. And so I just like switch over to voice mod if I want to do some sort of special effect, like an echo or whatever. Because I can do voices on my own. Like I'm like a pseudo voice actor, I guess. I'm just not paid for it. But like, you know, I can do voice on my own, but I can't like make my voice echo on its own, you know?
Yeah, me neither.
That's all I want out of life.
Yeah, no, I got like all these virtual audio cables set up. For me, it's working perfectly. I am one of the lucky people where technology just like, okay, let's work it. Like, yeah, except Photoshop. For some reason, being a photographer,
Photoshop bullies you?
yep,
I feel like you need Photoshop to do your job.
yeah.
Do you use something else instead, like Illustrator or GIMP or something?
Can't really do that stuff with Illustrator or GIMP.
I mean, no, not really. Photoshop is the best for a reason. There is balance in the force. That's some Yoda bullshit is what that is. Yeah, that's how you know they got you, because you just believe that Photoshop is a working product.
Everybody knows that Adobe is broken. Yeah, for some reason, Photoshop is the one software that always bullies me, no matter what.
Doesn't like you.
I do. Yeah. Red is bullied by every other piece of technology in existence. But Photoshop works for them.
I wonder if you could just like copy Cyber's Photoshop download and just be like, fix.
I don't think it works like that.
Sure it does. Just gotta put on a fun-looking pointy triangle hat. Wrote as the Photoshop whisperer.
Facts.
Beautiful. Facts. Oh, man. God, Rhett hit a nail on the head for me, because I have a very specific type of frustration when it comes to, like, people not knowing simple stuff. And it's just, I don't know. I expressed this earlier on, like, or Twitter, like, earlier in the week. I was just like, does anyone else get, like... I expressed it in the form of a poll. I was just like, hey, if you have a problem and someone comes to you with like a definitive, definitely works solution to said problem, do you A, implement said solution right the fuck away, B, not do that, or C, like research on your own or whatever the fuck first? And it is actually true. Photoshop is lulling right into a false sense of security. It's team up with OBS and microphones for the microphone, just the entirety of all microphones for the long con. All right, listen. I see that parrot. No disrespect to you, peg leg, because I know that's your emote. No disrespect, but I see that parrot, and my instant thought is NFT scam. I'm like, is that the fucking NFT parrot? Because I followed someone on fucking Twitter who has an NFT parrot, but they have like live spaces on Twitter all the time that are just a bunch of other NFT parrots. And I'm like, what are you doing? You talk about mental health, but then you're into NFTs. I don't know what to think. You're tearing us apart. I'm still reading the guide Chris sent me for OBS layouts. Oof. Here, you want to see my super secret special OBS layout? Here you go. There it is. There it is. You're welcome, chat. There's my super secret special OBS layout. You'll never be able... I mean, you'll be able to copy all that. It's pretty easy. Boom. There you go. Just showed you how to fucking do everything. Boom. Pow. I only have like 50 fucking scenes and 27 different sources on every single scene.
Kind of same.
I wish that was a joke though, because it's not. I have all these scenes, but how many of them do I use? 5, probably. Nah, I use more than 5, but it feels that way. Anyway, photography.
Yeah, that's
who got you into photography?
Yeah, that's a darn good question, because I've always taken pictures. That's kind of been my jam since I was a kid, pretty much. Like, I got the disposable camera, loved it, and then my grandparents and the rest of my family teamed up and got me a beginner DSLR.
Yo. That's not a cheap thing. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was like a Nikon D3000.
Nice.
So I don't think. Yes, this was like when it was brand new.
Right.
Which is
State of
eons
the
upon
art.
eons ago.
Yeah, 7 million years ago. Back when the dinosaurs ruled the earth.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
This is like back in 2009. I think. Yeah, 2009.
Damn.
Yeah. That's some time
Honestly,
ago.
pretty dope.
Yeah. And I think that just sort of catapulted me into going down that rabbit hole.
Understandably so, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because honestly, I had absolutely no idea what the fuck I was doing when I first got that thing. Like, I set it to auto and clicked the button. Like, that was it. Auto, click the button. Woo! That turned out like shit. I wonder why. Oh, well, let's put it on the shelf and forget about it for years.
Is that really what happened, though?
Yep.
Feels bad. How'd you get back into it then?
High school, actually. But the one thing that came from that high school, the photography teacher there was really good people. He taught me a lot, including one of my favorite quotes. There are no stupid questions, only stupid people who don't ask stupid questions.
True. Honestly, yeah, true.
But yeah, that really got me started on it. And I don't know, I brought it to school with me every day, practiced for like a year or two, and decided that, hey, this little point and shoot entry level camera isn't enough. I need something beefier and more professional.
Beef.
So I bought a D7000. And racked up quite a lot of photos with that thing during high school.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It was basically a progression of cameras, but I was a teenager. I had a lot of ideas in my head about, no, it's the camera, it's not me, when actually, no, it's me and my knowledge. So I got more and more expensive cameras, basically. Like, could probably have skipped the D500 that I had. That was like $2,000 camera. And just ran with what I had if I just had taken time to actually learn instead of like just thinking the whole like, no, it's the gear, it's not me, I need better gear to do what I want to do. When in reality I should have just shoved my head in a book.
I mean, escaping from stress and reality is something we can all relate to, one way or another. You know?
Yeah.
And for better or for worse, it led you to where you are today, you know?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, I'm just, I have a big belief in just like things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Could
it's
be.
really hard to find that reason. There's a lot of shitty things that happen in life, and I fucking don't wish any of that on anyone, obviously.
Yeah. That was a good thing though that I bought the D7000 because the previous owner of that camera had put it in manual mode. And I had no idea whatsoever how to turn that off and turn it back to auto.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I was literally forced to learn the exposure triangle, which is the relation between shutter speed, ISO, and aperture. Like, I was forced to learn that in a day just to get the camera I bought for $700 to work.
I mean, hey, it got you into like learning all the things that you need to do to be a photographer.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I think there's a lot I could have learned a lot faster if I hadn't been learning who I am as a person and how to be a human alongside it. Because like the line of progression is like was a teenager.
Right.
Teenagers are kind of stupid. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Like we've all been there, and like God's gift to mankind, you know.
I was never that full of myself. I mean, frankly, teenagers scare the ever living shit out of me. They could care less if someone would bleed. So darken your clothes and make a violent pose. Maybe they'll leave you alone, but not me.
Red, to answer your question, I think the most challenging thing has been my grandparents. Because my entire life, my grandfather has literally been denying the existence of autism. Like, he's pretty much been on the train of like, this could apply to anybody.
So you don't talk to him anymore?
Kind of have to. I live with him.
Oh, shit. Yikes. TM.
Yeah.
Giant yikes, TM. Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of is. Yeah. It's in
Yeah,
the
pretty
same
much.
vein. It's in the same vein. What is? Please tell me. Tell me more. Tell me more. Listen, my specialty is talking about cycles of abuse and abusive relationships and relationship advice stuff. So, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
They do that shit?
Yep. Which is why the door is currently locked.
Yeah, I would put a lock on my door too.
Oh, there is a lock on the door, but it's just a simple lock. If you put any object in there, like
Sure. Butter knife.
yeah,
Yeah.
like just as long as it's thin enough, long enough, like say this nail file, this thing could unlock the door. So it's not really a lock. It's more of a
Would your grandparents allow you to install a lock on your door?
probably yes and no. We've been over it a lot that I need to have my own space, and the idea was that the upper floor of the garage was supposed to be my space eventually.
Right.
That has been sitting unfinished for the past 4 years.
So when are you moving out?
When I can. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of balls in the air, so to speak.
Yeah.
But
Oh, is that explains why you're awake right now?
yeah,
Because I was concerned about the time zones personally.
yeah, I'm usually pretty much on Red's time zone,
What's Red's time zone?
Central.
Oh shit, so even worse. Another hour worse. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
So what the fuck is up with your grandparents? Why do they disrespect your boundaries so much? Wait, hold on. Before you answer this question, can I take a fucking guess?
Sure.
Can I take a stinky, horrible guess? Is it actually that your grandparents are autistic as well and they just don't recognize themselves as autistic, so they don't have any sense of like proper boundaries and that's why they disrespect your boundaries? It's either that or it's just, oh, it's generational and respect your elders and fuck you. Those are my two guesses. And now tell me the reason.
Probably the latter one.
Yeah, that's fair.
In the case of my grandmother, it is somewhat understandable. It's
Sure.
Like, she does have Alzheimer's. Like, it's
Right.
confirmed Alzheimer's. So, in her case, it is somewhat understandable. But at the same time, they don't give a flying fuck. They literally do not give a flying fuck about private space. Never have my entire existence. So, yeah. If me and my grandfather go grocery shopping, I lock my door. I lock this door. Usually when we come back, it's unlocked. And he and I have the only two keys. So somehow she is taking either screwdrivers or other tools around the house and forcing the door open.
That's really fucking creepy. I would honestly like start setting up a camera or something in your room. Like,
What?
this is gross. You need your privacy. Like, that's a fucking right, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, a kid should have that, right? You know?
Yeah, I'd never had that as a kid either here. I've
Fucking
lived with my
hell.
grandparents my entire life. Well, most of it. Right, I got the stuff coming eventually that's gotta help me secure a private space.
Good. Yeah, just like your own separate fucking lock or something. Like, don't give the key to no one.
Yeah. There's a container that has been converted into a mobile surveillance office sitting on our property above the garage. I just need to dig down the cable between the house and the garage to be able to wirelessly send the signal for internet from the garage to
Yeah.
the container, and eventually I'm going to move in my space in there. Like, that's going to be my streaming space and my workspace.
Hell yeah. See, then you'll finally properly have like a secured space.
Yeah.
basically of your own volition. Like they were dragging their feet, so you're just gonna fucking take matters in your own hands.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what it sounds like to me, at least.
Yeah, it's going to be shared between me and my uncle, but like he's there maybe once a month.
Oh, okay. So not too bad.
Yeah.
Like shit, the things you have to do though. Like,
Yeah.
damn.
This thing's basically a mobile bomb shelter.
Yeah. Much
The
better.
walls are this thick steel walls. The doors are like this with those locking pins from
Whoa.
bank vault doors.
Hell yeah. That's kind of cool.
It is kind of cool, but
I mean, hey, if God fucking forbid Putin starts to get antsy and he goes to set off a big boom, maybe you'll be protected in there. Who knows? Fucking ridiculous.
yeah, it's pretty much like Red stated. I had family here over Easter.
What the fuck?
This door was locked because I hadn't had a chance to move my stuff. Like the couch behind me is a fold-out couch, and they needed to sleep there. But instead of giving me the opportunity to move my computer and move my microphone into my bedroom, they literally broke open the door and made a big fuss about it. And I told them, like, hey, I need to get in there, move my stuff. But they put my sister to bed already, and she's like, let me do the math. She's 9. She's turning 9 this year. But instead of being reasonable human beings and being like, okay, yeah, we'll help you move the stuff out of here so we can all coexist in this small house for the weekend.
All right.
They took the fold-out couch in the living room instead and made a big fuss about it. And the next day they went to a hotel.
Bro, they should have just gone to a hotel initially. Like,
Yeah, because they complained that I was loud during the night. And I'm just like, this is my home.
what?
This is... If I'm not allowed to talk and laugh with my friends and my partner in my own home, just because you're here, then you shouldn't be here.
Yeah, that ass. Like, this ain't your fucking house. This is my house. Like, fuck off. I lived here first. Like, hello?
Yeah.
Am I not allowed to be
literally.
secure in my own space? God, it reminds me of, like, Ray's situation. Because, like, if he, like, at all talks, his mom, like, just fucking yells at him and gaslights him and says he's being so loud. Meanwhile, she just, like, goes off about shit. Sorry, Ray, I don't know if you're here or not, but, like, that just reminds me of your situation.
Yeah.
Come unannounced in last minute? That's so fucked. That's stupid. That's really awful.
Yeah, they came here on Friday. I learned that they were supposed to be here that Friday. I learned about it on Wednesday, the same week.
What the hell?
2 days prior. And the way it was made out to me was they were just going to come down for the day. We're going to have family dinner and, like, just have a good time together and get to meet each other. Because they live in a city 2 hours away and expensive. It's expensive going there and time consuming. Like it's a 4-hour drive back there and back, and costs like $80-$90 in gas normally, without the gas prices being what they are now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really something we do that often.
Right, I imagine not. Like, it's a hell of a drive. Like, they should fucking, like, give you a heads up. It isn't a lot to ask for. Genuinely. It's not a lot to ask for. Like, why can't
I
they
like
just
your
respect
plan. I like your plan,
PlayStation?
Peg.
New plan, rather than getting red to Sweden, you both meet in the middle and move to Canada. I mean, Albany, New York is nice this time of year. Just saying. I mean, if you were really to truly meet in the middle, you'd probably be in the middle of the Atlantic. So, yeah, literally, they're treating him like a child, but it also sounds like your family just has no respect for anyone's boundaries. Like, is this like a cultural thing? Is this like white people, robots in disguise shit? But usually that's like usually relating to like white American culture. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what the fuck? Why are they so disrespectful? You grew up in the state of New York? Yeah.
Yeah, I really do not know what the fuck is their deal.
Yeah. Now, you don't have to be a mental health specialist to fucking point out the obvious here. Like, literally. Like, I'm sorry. Like, they're not only treating you like a child, they're disrespecting you like you're not even a person. You're not even worthy of having fucking simple ass boundaries and things communicated to you in a timely manner. Like,
Yeah. I had no idea that we're going to stay the night at all.
A child should fucking be respected and told these things and communicated to and be shown boundaries and shit. Like, fucking hell. I can't recommend coming to Georgia. Yeah, no. Come to New York. New York's alright. It's just expensive here.
Yeah,
but it's fine. Capital Region is very beautiful. Take a lot of photos. Make lots of money. Profit. GA is in the birthplace of tolerance. True. True. True.
Yeah, this has been an ongoing theme ever since I was an actual child. So my mother used to live in the city I grew up in, obviously, and so did my dad. When I was about 4, maybe 5, they separated. And I don't know at what age I started living with my dad, but I was well into my teens before he got a place where I could live with him too, and it was only 1 or 2 days every other week. The rest of the time of that week that was supposed to be his week, I was at my grandparents. I lived with them.
But still.
Yeah. And then it came to the point where my dad decided that he wasn't going to live in the city anymore. He met somebody from Russia who was currently living in, who was at the time, I should say, living in Finland. So he moved to Stockholm to have easier transportation to Finland until they moved in together. Which robbed me of any place I had where with my dad, pretty much, which I don't know. Don't really care. We don't get along. Never have. The man was a mystery most of my childhood, so who the fuck cares at this point?
Yeah. One day we gotta move somewhere colder. Yeah. Listen, just move to super upstate New York. Just like Finger Lakes. Like you'll have snow all year round. There you go. Nice and cold. I don't know.
Yeah. That was fun. And then my mother decided that,
It is gorgeous though.
yeah. My mother decided that they were going to move to a smaller apartment. Because my older sister, who's like my oldest younger sibling, I only have two. It's confusing. They moved to a 3-bedroom apartment from the 4-bedroom. No, wait, not 3-bedroom. 2 bedrooms, 1 small kitchen, and 1 living room. There we go. I'm just in my head. I say bedroom because in Sweden we count it as 3 rooms, not 3 bedrooms.
Only 3 rooms? What the fuck? That's so small.
Yeah, we count it as 3 rooms, bathroom, kitchen.
That's
Like
basically
every separate room is potentially a bedroom, even if it's
so
technically the living room with.
that's like enough for one person. It's like a 1-bedroom apartment, it sounds like.
I don't know. Technically, there were 3 rooms, which meant that they had a living room. My mom and her husband at the time had 1 bedroom, and my little sister had 1 bedroom. That left me with nowhere to go but the couch when I was staying at them. Which obviously is less than ideal. It's not even a fold-out couch. It's like just a regular couch. It's like I move an inch and boom, floor, hello. So at that point, I started living with my grandparents full time. And I mean, I was already doing that because my mother's husband at the time was a piece of shit. Sorry for the language.
As you do.
Uh,
Sorry for language. Wow, I don't know if I can have this guest on anymore, kids. It's not like my stream is marked 18 plus or something, and I curse up a fucking storm all the time.
yeah, this is true. Yeah. I don't know this for a fact, but I believe he got physical with my mother at one point or another.
Shit. Like sexual assault physical or like
No, like,
violent physical, yeah.
yeah.
Ooh. What makes you think that?
Just her reactions, like, she would
Get
avoid
that out the
him,
way.
like, literally at any cost.
Oh, yike.
Shopping behaviors, like instead of dealing with problems, she'd buy stuff and order stuff and then hide it from him, and that's a whole other bit of trouble caused by that. But when he was present, they wouldn't be physically intimate in any way or form. Like, there was no hugging, there was no like hand holding, there was none of that. Like, if possible, she would prefer to sleep on the couch most days. Like, she would fall asleep on the couch rather than go into the bedroom and the double bed that she shared with him.
Icky.
Yeah. And like during my childhood, there were physical intimacy between them. Like they would kiss, they would hold hands, they would hug, etc. Like I remember that specifically in my childhood, but when they moved into this,
Like there was affection in the relationship, but like
yeah,
it seems very strained at best.
yeah, once they moved into this 3-bedroom, 3-room apartment type deal, there was none of that. It was like it never existed. So that is what makes me think that aside from his rage issues,
Shit.
that there were physical violence. When they broke up, like my mother handed him the divorce papers, then got the hell out of town for a week. He trashed several of the, like they had these cutesy things. For example, a photo frame that says "I love you" in Swedish, and like it was made of wood. And he trashed that. About a month after they are broken up, and he was out of the house, or well, the apartment, and back with his parents, we learned that he had trigger warning. He had tried to commit suicide in the shower. And blamed it on my mother. Yeah. That's another whole piece of shit.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's a piece of work right there.
Yeah. No, he was very integral to me not having emotional stability at my home with my mother. Because every time I was there, I would be a verbal punchback for him.
Yikes.
Like it could be anything from literally calling me fatso to just for example, when I was injured at one point, I was at a photo shoot in the mountains, fell, fucked up my ankle, couldn't walk on crutches. I asked my mother for help to get up out of the chair that I was sitting in because I needed to hobble over to the bathroom, and the chair was too low, so I couldn't take support from my crutches to get up. He literally yelled at me that I should just man up.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh? What?
Yeah.
How? What do you mean, man up?
I got nothing. Apparently, me asking my mother to help me get out of the chair was somehow a weakness, or
I what?
yeah. He was also a big believer that autism just doesn't exist. Like, yeah, and the times that he did acknowledge that something like that exists, it sure as hell didn't apply to me. It only applied to my sister, who is heavily mentally, what's the word?
I don't know.
Disabled? Is that the correct word?
I don't know.
Like
Requires
she,
a high level of support.
yeah. She lives in a group home.
All right. So I have a question. Is he still alive?
He is. He's
All right.
tried to reach out a couple of times since then, try and bury the
Yeah,
hatchet.
you don't talk to him, I'm guessing.
No.
Okay, good. Because I was like, be like, all right, folks, let's go. $800 to fly to Sweden.
Yeah, we do not communicate. We are civil for the sake of my little sister. My oldest younger sibling. Because in her mind, he's her father. So for the sake of her, we are civil.
Mm-hmm.
Because she does not understand the whole what happened. Like, she doesn't understand it.
Like, she just mentally cannot.
Yeah. It is beyond her what happened. Like, one
Sure.
day to her things were okay, and the next things were
weren't.
not.
Right. That's fair. I wish to commit crimes.
Yeah.
Have my cats while I contemplate me committing crimes. This is them right now. Yeah, of course, Jeffrey.
I love those cats.
I love them. That's Nero and
I love
Sky.
cats.
That's my beaties. They're snuggling together because they want to spend time with me.
Drink water, you dehydrated.
Yeah, alright, that's fair. Be gay, do crimes, but don't admit them live on Twitch. Also, Ordinary Alley. Thank you for the follow before.
Yeah, that's a friend of
Friend. I like friends. Welcome in, friendo. The puzzle piece. The puzzle piece. I have a question. What are your thoughts on the puzzle piece as like a symbol for autism? Being autistic?
Never really liked it. I heavily associate the puzzle piece with Autism Speaks, and they can go fuck themselves.
Same. I'm not a fan, but I also am a fan of like reclamation of certain symbols.
Yeah, that is fair. Personally,
Like-
I prefer the infinity symbol.
I prefer the infinity symbol as well, absolutely, because ASLAN, which is the Autistic self-advocacy network, is just fantastic. And I like the infinity symbol because it's just like, yeah, it's all defining basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, my friend Jennifer actually has like a rainbow puzzle piece as one of their emotes, as like kind of like reclamation, as like a fuck you to Autism Speaks. Yeah, go shower, Jeffrey. Go shower, stinky.
Yeah.
I wish to commit crimes. I really appreciate that reaction. I mean, that is my reaction to this kind of bullshit. I'm like, I am going to commit several crimes. Not necessarily directed at the person, but you know. They just might be. Yeah, it would just be so inconvenient if I were to, legally have a flamethrower and test it out, and they just happen to be standing in the vicinity. It would be a shame.
It would, wouldn't it?
It would also be further a shame if shortly before said testing of said flamethrower that there just happened to be, my mistake, it's an OSHA violation, I'm sure. Just, a can of kerosene spills from some undisclosed ledge. Some really cute kitties. Thank you. We have 4 of them here. Cats. cats too. Hydrate Boo, thank you, Cyber. I appreciate you. I saw you liked my art. Yes, I love your art. It's really fucking cool. I have to get going. Early day tomorrow. Chris read now. Anyone who needs them hugs. Yes, all the hugs. Peg leg standoff. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so heckin' much. Go get some good sleeps, okay? Get some good sleeps. We'll see you tomorrow. Except not really, because I don't stream tomorrow. But the next time I stream is Friday for my fucking 29th birthday subathon, first ever subathon. So that's gonna be fun. Even if you can't sub, feel free to come by and watch me do some crazy shit at the start of stream.
We'll be by.
Yeah. Good night. Take care. Good luck. You have a new job, Peg? Oh, good luck with the new job. So proud of you. The infinity symbol is a 6 symbol for it. It really is, yeah. Autism Speaks doesn't speak for autism, yes, but instead cuts off autism and acts as if it knows something. Pretty much. Yeah. I wanted to slap his family and spray them like cats. Nah, yeah. that's an insult to cats. Nah. Nah. You oh man, I just thought of a really bad one. Oh no, I should not say this. Someone tell me to not say this. You should I should not say this. I'm gonna say it though. You should spray down his family like the cops sprayed down people of color in the 50s. All right, I said it. There we go. That's a fucking deep cut right there. Fuck racism. Anyway, moving on with all of our collective lives now. That's a deep cut. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry. Like, no. That's the level of spray. All right, I'm stopping now. Where is Squirkles?
It's a drop in the direction. What looks like a boss moment. What the fuck?
Most of my best shit is ad libs, so there you go. Fucking clip that. Really leads you to think of the types of crimes. Lets your imagination really stretch its legs. Yeah, and as a dungeon master for D&D, imagination is my power. Many states here where it's not illegal to own a flamethrower. True, but I mean, do that with your context, with what you will. Yep, exactly. Just so happens he fell into the wood chipper. Oh no. He ran to my knife. 7 times. Oh, kitty. Yes, kitty break. Kitty, look at that fucking kitty. Somehow this chonker, or I made it onto Instagram. Here's Findus in all his glory. A little crop for Instagram friendliness. See the full uncropped version on my blog. Ooh. Full uncropped version on your blog. Saying the new Hitman games have a lot of really good ideas. I want to play the Hitman games, honestly. They seem so fun. What a kitty.
These games are for research, yes.
Yeah, it's research. Research purposes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh my god. He slipped into my sledgehammer 15 times. Hopped into this garbage bag and hopped into the shredders. Wild. Slow evil Grinch smile. Wait, I can actually kind of Grinch smile. I probably can't. I don't know. Someone tell me how good that looked. That just hurt my eyes, actually.
I look brilliant.
Excellent. Anyway.
Drink water, you dehydrated.
Yes, I am actually out of water and I need a bathroom break.
Get out of here. So am I. I'm out of water. Everyone, water break. Take 5. Take 5, people.
Nice. Excellent idea.
Come catch Waba live, only on Twitch.
I don't know what the fuck that was, by the way. There was some like Dead by Daylight screenshot that I don't remember taking. That was weird. That was really weird. I don't fucking know what that was. That's just supposed to be text that says, be right back. We'll be right back on a blue screen. So how the fuck what that was? I don't know why the fuck it thought it was, but we're just gonna stay here. All right, I'll be back. Yo, llamas with hats is so good though. Good old YouTube. Yes, thank you everyone for being here to support and love Photo Elite. Thank you for listening to this Mental Health Monday talk. As always, we have these every single Monday with a new topic every month. Next month will be on eating disorders. Month after will be on dissociative identity disorder and OSDD as well, other specified dissociative disorder. And then July will be on addiction and recovery. I Kit Kats. Oh god, Adventure Time theme. Nice. It seems our guest is back.
He is indeed.
So, we will be joined shortly by Jeffrey the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
I don't know how far you are into your story or what you wanted to say tonight.
I honestly had no plan at all. I was just gonna wing it because that's what I do best most of the time.
Same.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ting. Oh, I think you have the theme song wrong. It's you take the moon, and then you take the moon. You take the moon, and you take the moon. You take the moon, and you take the moon. And you take the moon, and you take the moon. And you take the moon, and you take the moon. And you take the moon. Take the moon. Yeah, just like that. That's how the song goes. I'm not playing Mario Odyssey.
Yeah. Yeah, right. You haven't heard me when I'm warmed up. There's an old clip on Red's channel.
Mario Odyssey!
I'm just in the Mushroom Kingdom though, so you know. Spoilers. We just finished the game on stream. Yesterday, or no, Saturday. And I was harassed to speedrun it, so I might. The line that wish the audacity of this bitch. That's me. Yes, me. Hello. Hi, how's it going? You can just at me next time. Keep uptight for more airflow. Mike will pick you up. Oh, you're telling Pluto? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Boo
a
is
great
one of Red's
game.
many pet name for me.
I played the game for my first time, and I beat it. I was playing it super casual, and then I was talking speedrunning, and then a speedrunner came in, and they're like, "You should speedrun this game," and I'm like, "Maybe." Right now, I'm just having fun fucking around and finding things. Anyway. All right, I have a question for you.
Yep.
Oh, perfect. Jeffrey's here too. Jeffrey, you want to join us right now? I have questions.
Go away.
See, I speedrun one game, which is my favorite game from childhood. It is called Jumpstart Adventure 3rd Grade Mystery Mountain, and it is the best game ever developed. Not really, but like, you know, it's great. And I'm mad because someone I was talking to got the new world record and fucking pulled the time down real low. But it's okay because I know what the ideal run is, and so does he. So we're both gonna try for it probably, but I have to just get really good RNGesus, pretty much. So just get some. Oh my god, why is nothing working? Why is nothing working today? Hold on.
This is a Monday.
Everything's usually work for me on Mondays. There it is. Get some RNGesus to bless this run with mindfulness, self-care, and love. Or else. I don't have my echo filter, so. Anyway. Now we have to wait for Jeffrey Bezos. You almost have a Gabe Newell appearance in that picture? Yes, that's the point. That is the Wabology god. The god of our definitely not a cult. Regarding mental well-being, self-care, and mindfulness. Welcome to WabaStreams, where half my chat eats rock and we worship some god. I love not cults. I was going to ask you actually about what are things that you do nowadays to help you with coping with being overwhelmed?
Music. Like I get overwhelmed with large crowds, which is kind of counterproductive when you work in an industry with large crowds. So I have these. They're Bauer & Wilkins PX7 and has some of the best noise cancellation on the market.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I take them with me wherever I go. If I'm outside, they're coming with me. If I'm going to a concert, they're coming with me, but they're most likely staying in the bag because shows I need to have them on. But that is my biggest thing. Like, I just isolate with music. Usually it's like metal. Favorite is Parkway Drive, especially their live stuff. I usually scream along to the lyrics if I'm by myself and in a space where it's conducive to doing so, because don't walk around the city sounding like a demon. That that will get you some jackets of a different sort.
True.
But that is my biggest thing. Other than that, I think just removing myself from the situation. That's about it. Like, I don't really do much beside that.
It's valid, honestly. All right, I'm gonna bring Jeffrey in. So let's go. Subject tonight is autism, being autistic. So here is Jeff. Hello.
Autism.
Hi.
Hello.
This is Jeff.
Oh, you might want to mute me.
Here we go.
Yeah, and you gotta turn your camera back on.
That
Cypress just joined the Why Not squad.
Thank you the 4 months. Wanna try that again? Jeff? Turn your camera on, Jeffifa. Computers. Who needs them?
Computers. Who needs them? It's me, Rodney Dangerfield. I just need my girl, and that's it. That's all I need. I'm a simple rabbit.
If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that. And he knows a little bit more about fighting than you do, mister, because he mastered it. Because he perfected it. And then...
I forgot the rest of it. Shit. Soldier is such a hard voice to get. You tell me, Jeffrey, what's going on? Why do you keep disconnecting? Why can't I hear you?
Hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, turn on camera.
Try.
Come on, Discord.
Come on,
You can
Discord, baby. You can do it.
Oh my god.
Because he invented it, and then he perfected it, so that no living man could best him in the Ring of Honor. Maggots!
Fucking rest in peace, Soldier's voice actor, if you don't know, by the way.
Okay, there we go.
Yes, it'll load, though. There we go.
Okay.
I literally had to look it up, because I fucking love TF2. I'm sorry, I have, like, so many hours in that game. Discord's a huge bully.
You see me.
Wait, you didn't know? Yeah, Rick May fucking died, dude. Rick May died.
You were good, son. Maybe even the best. Dismissed.
Oh, I'm pretty great at it, honestly. I main medic, NG. That's about it. Bit of soldier, too.
Jeffrey, your camera's not connecting because it hates you.
I see my... Oh, wait. Can you
I see
see me
you.
now?
I see you, but you're not
Okay.
loading. You're frozen. One frozen frame.
My laptop is not the best.
No, it's not. Feels bad. Is that a smile? It looks more like a grimace. I'm just like, oh no, Jeff. Technical issues. Technical difficulties. I can deal with a badge to skip ads. Honestly, Cypress, though. Cypress, if you want to make the badge fancy, you could have done tier 2 or 3. Ooh, woo. I'm joking.
Do you think I should use my
phone?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know if your laptop needs to update Discord or something.
Let me.
Oh, we got another frame.
Yay, we move forward at the pace of 1 frame a minute.
This is some PowerPoint show here. And in this frame, you see...
I will be right back.
Okay, no problem. As the heavy
I'm
would
so
say...
sorry, Waba.
Хорошо! Except that's not what that means in Russian. Anyone can be a father figure if you try hard enough. True. You just gotta kin them. That bruh, no. Cypress, no! You'd not just fucking do that. It's a meme, dude. No.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah, you might as well make it look cool. Can you do the Scout's voice? To water. Hold on. Actually. You've cosplayed as soldier? I cosplayed as medic once, and I did a whole medic ad lib for like, they did like a dating cosplay game, and I actually won it because I just fucking ad lib medic so well, and talked about, oh yeah, I have a castle up in the you know, just names fucking random location. I don't even know where to start with you. I mean, do you even know who you're talking to? Do you have any idea who I am? Basically, kind of a big deal. You listening? Okay. Grass grows, birds fly, sun shines, and brother, I hurt people. If you're from where I was from, you'd be fucking dead. Woo! Yes, the void is the tier 2 emotes, and now you have tier 2 and tier 3 emote. You want to get all my fucking bit emotes too, Cypress? There you go. Have bit emotes. I don't know if you can get rid of your bit badge, to be fair, so. You sound like Ben. Yeah, it kind of does sound like Ben Shapiro. Actually, excuse me, like, autism is, I thought it was gonna be in my badge. It is your badge. Oh, you thought the Nero was gonna be a badge. No. Badge flare is just the star thing. Yeah, Scout kind of does sound like Ben Shapiro. I'm sad. I'm sorry. You can actually, like, you can legitimately, like, cancel your purchase, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Actually, think fast, Chuckle Nuts. Wait, where's some, like, Scout's dominations on the heavy? All that shit. Actually, you're like a fatty fat. God, Scout is so uninventive with his fucking insults. I love Meet the Medic. Meet the Medic was the best one. I am owning you, you fat, bald bastard. Actually, defeated with facts and logic. It's me, Ben Shapiro, the owner and proprietor of Twitter.com, actually. Oh. We have a camera.
Oh.
It's like he's trying to talk fast in his brain, so it's like, oh, my beautiful Jeffrey. Beautiful Jeffrey.
It is I.
Hello, beautiful Jeffrey. This is a happy moment. Hello, welcome in. Oh, you're a little laggy there. Oh no. It was good. Okay. We're gonna go. Returning to Ben Shapiro. Oh my god. That'd be a funny video. Just plays TF2 Scout as Ben Shapiro. Anyway, welcome in, Jeffrey, to Mental Health Monday.
Finally.
Finally, after 7 years in the making, I hope it's been well worth the wait.
Yes.
So we're obviously talking on being autistic and stuff like that. So last question I asked Photo Lee here was about things you do to help alleviate like stress from feeling overwhelmed.
Music helps a lot.
Like just listening to music headphones wise.
Yeah. I'm trying to think anything else. I'm just really tired.
That's fair.
Like I noticed like when I worked at Walmart, like getting in a rhythm at work and kind of just like moving my hands and stuff like that seemed to help. Because usually, like, if I'm in my headspace and I'm not doing anything, it's not a good time.
That's valid, honestly. Do you experience that as well, Photo Elite?
To a degree, I'm more comfortable with being alone with my own thoughts most of the time. Because I don't know, growing up with pretty much nowhere safe, my own head has become the safe space.
That's so valid, honestly. So, let me... Hold on.
I'm trying to also look at chat. I was gonna do it with my phone, so now it's weird.
It's fine. Sorry, dropping your pronoun tags. Because I did a cool thing. All right, here's a question for both of you. I love it when Cypress comes in a chat because he has like some really fucking great questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually he does. Genuinely. What was the surprising aspect of autism that you learned at an older age?
I didn't learn until I was well into my early 20s that my obsession for research and going down this rabbit hole of like finding a red line, a red thread, like this thing connects to that thing and that thing connects to that thing and there, so forth and so forth.
I'm the same way.
Yeah. I didn't learn that was a aspect of autism that is pretty common until I was well into my 20s.
Oh, wild. And for you, Jeffrey, you said you have the same thing, other stuff as well?
Yeah, like I told you, like I want all the information on something. Like if I'm really into it, I dig deep, and my friends get frustrated with me because they're like, you're gonna spoil stuff for yourself, and it's like I don't look at it like that, you know. I look at it like getting that information and connecting with that, and to me, it doesn't spoil it, you know. To me, I understand it, and like to me, it makes it better. It makes the experience better. Because otherwise, if I didn't know that information, I don't know. It feels right. So.
Yeah. I feel you there. I think this explains my frustration with people when they don't know something about like streaming, for instance. Because I'm just like, well, how do you not know this? Like, you use this tool, shouldn't you know everything about that tool if you're gonna use it properly? And yeah, YouTube has been a curse and a nightmare in that aspect for me as well. Because I'll just like watch like how to stream stuff, or like Wikipedia is the same way. Yeah. Yo, take care, Scumped. I appreciate you. And welcome into the Discord as well. Thank you for being here. Don't let the something asparagus bite. I can't even read that. That's great. It looks cursed as fuck. Scumped is a horror artist, Jeffrey. You're gonna love them.
Oh.
Yeah. Hi, baby. Jeffrey, could you actually take us through like what your autism like story was? What your story with being autistic is like? Like, how did you get diagnosed and stuff like that?
Oh, well, I kind of talked about it like when I was with Robert
Yes.
before. Pretty much, I was diagnosed both autistic and ADHD very young, like Nero. Okay, very young. When I was like 4 or 5, because I couldn't, like, they couldn't deal with me. And I had some, like, I also have Tourette's.
Right.
And I, had some problems in math. But everything else, I was fine. It's just I needed more time on my tests, and I would get frustrated, and it would, you know, disrupt the teacher and all that other stuff. So, and this was like I want to say like early 90s, like late 80s, early 90s, around there.
Right.
And I went to, I had speech therapy, like I told you the story with the teacher, my 3rd grade math teacher, right? I think I did. She pretty much told my grandmother and me that I would never make above a C in math.
That's rude.
And later, you know, I had to get on ADHD medicine.
Right.
And I just made myself pay attention, and I wrote everything down.
Right.
And then I, you know, a few, like, later, my grandmother came back and was like, he made A and B. So she kind of like rubbed it in her face, kind of thing.
Do you remember at all
It was
like
great.
what it was like getting diagnosed? Because there's a new term also that I heard about, which is ADHD, just autism and ADHD. It's kind of funny, like self term that's been made up recently that I've seen. But like, do you remember at all like what the diagnostic like procedure was? Because like Photolete shared like some wacky shit.
No, I don't. I really don't. Because I had to also go through the ADHD diagnosis as well. So I actually don't remember. My grandmother would, and she kept a lot of the stuff that they gave her, but she passed away.
Right. My condolences.
But like I said, I do remember that I had a really old doctor, and like he should have retired like years before he saw me. So
understandable.
Yeah.
Do you remember like any of the kind of stuff that they did in school to help you out other than just like medication for ADHD? Did they do any kind of like try to do any kind of support?
Yeah, I was on an IEP, and we had special classes. Sadly, I think we talked about this last time. They're doing away with that, and I actually found out that Robert's school, St. Andrews, is picking up a lot of the other the programs that they're doing away with in Callaway and Rutherford and Everett and all that stuff.
That sounds like the school's about to get a lot busier and a lot more understaffed, basically.
Yeah.
It's definitely concerning. Sorry, I don't mean to like re-interview you, Photo Elite. But could you remind Jeffrey and the class here what school did for you?
Basically, aside from 4 years of actually good school, fuck not.
Yeah.
Aside from the 4.5 years that I spent with the class specifically designed for autistics and neurodivergent people, schools didn't really take it seriously. The earliest before I got my diagnosis, I was moved back to class against my wishes because of the fact that they thought I hadn't played enough or whatever.
I did have to retake kindergarten. I do remember that.
It seems to be a common theme with a lot. Like, initially they're like, no, you haven't played enough, and it's actually like, no, fuck you, it's autism.
Yeah, this is a thing that you were talking about before. I was totally is that like you were already at like a higher level than other students.
Yeah.
In your class, was that? I didn't ask this before, but was that persistent throughout your education in a way?
No.
Just initially.
Yeah, it was this initial spike of being really, really interested. Like, it was all fresh, it was all new, and it was all cool and stuff. And then they just crushed that.
Yeah, I man, I feel that's so hard because it's just like at first like new information seems so cool, but then they're like, all right, this is required. I'm like, all right, well, I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, it wasn't even like the required. It was more of like sitting in a large classroom with a large group of people, everybody writing with pen and paper. Like if somebody dropped their freaking pen, my brain immediately was like, I need to see where they dropped the pen, how they dropped the pen, why they dropped the pen. Like every little bit of information I can discern.
God. It's like deafening.
Yeah.
God, and I can relate to that too. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I would freak out about like sounds in the classroom that no one else heard. And I'm like, don't you fucking hear the lights? They're so goddamn loud.
Yeah.
People are like, Waba, what the fuck you on about? I'm like, don't hear that?
Yeah, that was pretty common too. Like,
oh my god. One of
actually in the
oh yeah, the autism TV genes. Yeah, Jeffrey, do you have the autism TV genes?
What?
Because so this is a fucking new meme for Photo Elite because they fucking blood tested him for autism and like had like these weird headphones with like TV static or some shit.
What?
TV static, different
What the
beeps.
fuck?
Yeah, it's just
I've
weird
never
shit.
heard of that. That is weird. No. I feel like I would have remembered that.
So do you have the
Yeah,
autism
like,
TV
I was
genes?
still-
Does the TV buzz just like overwhelm you?
Sadly, no. Oh.
I used to sometimes watch channels that wouldn't come in and would just have like the TV like the like the ticker of like rainbow colors, and I would just like try to find like a picture in them. Like I'm gonna admit, like I was a bad kid, because like I would try to watch some like HBO like movie or something, and like it's not supposed to come in, but you could like scramble the TV so like it does come in. Like you can type in the channel and it'll be like all like ribble rabbled, and I was like trying to like see the HBO boobies.
I did it too. I'm not gonna lie.
Like clearly no, they're doing yes.
And I watched South Park me and my friends watched South Park when we
Yes.
weren't supposed to.
Yeah, South Park. Family Guy was another one that I watched. I watched that with my dad, and my dad was just kind of like, "What the fuck is this girl?" Like, he didn't curse a lot, but he's just like, Henry, like, we shouldn't really be watching this. Like, this is like morally objected to it. And to be fair, he was right. Family Guy kind of is pretty trash.
Yeah.
It's trashy TV, but yeah. Ooh, I like this one. What do you feel schools could do better to help students with autism and ADHD?
Oh.
I'm gonna use Photo Elite's experience, which is to say, like, have a classroom with like an actually genuinely qualified teacher who knows what the fuck they're talking about and knows how to teach to those kids.
Yeah.
Like, it's like my previous example. Like, everybody else are over here learning. I'm over here. Instead of forcing me to be over here, meet me over here.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's why I like Robert's school so much, because it's like 5 kids and there's like a para and a teacher.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
Yeah, and it's just it's crazy how how far he's gone before, or you know what I'm trying to say. I'm tired.
It's all right. Yeah, like how far he's come since like he first started school and transferred out of like the normal
Yeah,
school.
when he was at Callaway, like no, they like
Yeah.
he would move around and stuff like that, but he would still be able to tell you what the teacher was. I told you, like he would move around, he'd be moving, but he was able to recall what the lesson was. It's not like he wasn't listening. He just listens in a different way.
Exactly.
So
Didn't you say Robert also has ADHD autism? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, same as his dad. Exactly.
Yep.
It's genetic. It is very genetic.
Yeah.
So that's something that y'all should know.
Yeah.
Shit's genetic. So what you gonna do?
Yeah.
For the longest time, I was kind of, I don't know, like, I kind of put myself down because I was like, why would I bring him into this world knowing that I have these problems?
Right.
And they could essentially go to him, but I had to like change my mindset and realize, this makes him who he is, and I love him, and he's a wonderful human being. And just because he has those things that people consider a problem doesn't mean it's bad,
Right.
And he can use it. It can be an advantage. It's not always a disadvantage.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, sometimes people look at people with ADHD and think like they have superpowers or some shit. Or I guess in the case of autism, we have fucking autism TV powers, superpowers or some shit. I don't know. But yeah,
I don't know.
like we can hyper fixate on shit. The speed of fucking crack. Like, let's go. Go. Brr. My son struggles with school. If he loses the respect of his teacher, it's almost impossible for him to be able to learn. Honestly, valid. Though, fifth grade's been quite extremely hard, as his original teacher quit. Change is not great. His current teacher cannot handle his ADHD, so they started to fight and she started to punish the whole class due to his behavior. That's fucked.
Yeah, I remember him talking about that before, and that's not how you do things, because it's gonna make the other kids hate him.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna see him as a troublemaker, but that's not what's happening, and it's gonna put that stigma or negativity on that because he has that, and that pisses me off.
Yeah, I mean, he's driving in his lane, doing his thing, and everybody else is driving in their lane. There's no fucking reason that his lane should be forced to merge with theirs.
Yeah, straight up. But that's what happens oftentimes, they just force you to conform because they want you to just be like all the cool kids, because they're the cool kids. They assume to fit in, it's kind of ridiculous. They're just like either conform or get out, basically.
Yeah, masking is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Masking is huge. How do you I mean, obviously yes, but like, how do you feel about masking in general? Because this is an interesting thread I saw on Twitter about it.
I think it's both good and bad.
Yeah.
Like, for me, it has allowed me to pursue my photography career. It has allowed me to work with mystery shopping, and it has allowed me to be an effective worker at an amusement park, handling money for them. I did that for a summer, and you get a different perspective of money when you literally handle like $1 million a day in cash.
That's true.
Oh, I couldn't. Nope.
A lot of stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of security with that, but I really liked it because it was routine.
Right.
Like, it was really routine structured, and like they knew exactly what they were doing. Like, everybody had their part to play. Everybody knew like this is what you're supposed to do.
Right.
There was no questions of like, okay, what the fuck am I supposed to do now?
Yeah. In a weird way, I think some stores really do cashiers, right? Because it's like, if you're a cashier, that's all you do. Just cashier. And it's so nice. Because it's just like, you do the same shit. Every single transaction, pretty much.
Yeah.
I
think that's been a big thing for me with autism, like routines. That's...
Yeah. You're fine, Jeffrey.
No.
If you tick, you tick. You can't
routines
really
has,
control that.
Yeah, fact. Like, even growing up, routines was helpful.
Yeah.
Not to the degree where like everything needed to be structured perfectly throughout the day, but more of like, okay, at this point in time we are doing this, and after that we are doing this, and like just make that repetitive.
Yeah. It's funny, when I worked for a Walmart, the job that I eventually was like good at was being at the door and just like catching shoplifters that way, because like I could basically just do the same thing every single time, and it was like kind of like refreshing in a way that I was so good at it. It was like insano. But I probably should not have gone for like AP, actual AP, because that was just annoying and stressful and triggered my anxiety a lot. So now I have kind of PTSD about that. Yay.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
the
fine.
shit I've seen as a security guard still keeps me up at night.
Yeah. Walmart does like plainclothes security guards, so like you walk around the store and you like try to like catch people and then you have to stop them at the doors and stuff, and you have to like have all those steps in your mind of like what you're supposed to do. But like the location I was at, most of the stuff was like push outs, which means people are taking like giant carts and literally just like run out the doors, or like pretending that they paid for it and like, you know, running between like cash registers or whatever. But also a lot of those people were also like heroin junkies, so they were already like pretty hopped up. So if I try to stop them, they would literally just either run or like try to hurt me. So not a good situation.
I started as like what you would call a plainclothes security guard.
Yeah.
And then I moved up, worked for like a year as a what we in Swedish call ordningsvakt, which is basically it's basically a security guard with the authorities of a cop.
Yeah,
like
we sorry, go on though.
You are allowed to be physically hands-on, like you can grapple with them, like you are qualified to wear a baton, you are qualified to exercise a certain amount of violence, you are qualified to make citizens arrests.
The extent of like Walmart guardsmen is you had to get a guardsman license, and depending on the state, and also with like the store that I was originally at, like Albany Walmart, is like the highest risk store, and it's a special case where they have 5 APs. Sorry, Walmart, I'm leaking all your shit. I didn't sign an NDA. Yeah, so they have 5 APs walking around. Normally, most stores get maybe one, maybe 2. If they catch a lot, then they can get 2, and you can like vie for 2. But usually it's just like 1 or 2 at best, and usually it's 1 and your AP manager. But yeah, no, they have 5 at Albany because of the fucking UAlbany. So you got a lot of UAlbany kids that were stealing constantly. So it was like an easy flow of basically like restitution money is basically what they would try to get. Is effectively how the whole system of like getting caught works. But yeah, the original APs there, like they would full on fucking tackle people, and I'm like, y'all are doing way too much. Like, what the fuck? Like, I was told in my training was like the most you can do is like physically redirect, like basically put a hand on their shoulder, and basically effectively it was just like the threat of I might actually tackle you if you don't just, you know, come with me, sir, kind of thing. So I didn't like it. I didn't like working with the police a lot, obviously, because fuck the police.
Yeah.
And it was just a really stressful situation. Also, every so often I had the sheriff or the sheriff's deputy down there, and he was a chauvinistic pig, and he would comment on like other shoppers' asses. I reported him for sexual harassment, but like, Jesus Christ, he was gross. Whole thing was so gross, honestly. And I seen some like crazy shit of people stealing. It's just like fucking hell, dude. Just wild stories as well, because like half the people that I caught, like all the people in Albany, we had like a giant like group text. They knew about them, so they're like, oh my god, this guy's a piece of shit. He like coaches for like little league games, and he just steals and he drinks and all this other stuff. I'm like, okay, great. So definitely a good member of society. Love it. But yeah, all the same, it was shitty. Shitty.
It looks like I'm glitching on my laptop.
Yeah, I know, you're both glitching. I don't know why, honestly.
It is
It's
a
scary.
Discord thing.
Tis what it is.
What is the server set, the region set for this channel, this voice channel?
is there a region that I can set for the channel?
Yes.
How
If
do I
you
do
click
that?
the little cogwheel on the channel,
Okay, hold on. Yep.
yeah, under overview, you see
Region override automatic.
Yeah, set it to a fixed one closest to you.
Closest to me? All right, so I guess US
Yeah.
East.
Yeah.
We'll connect to the region you set, regardless of where they live. Huh.
That should be a more stable because now it's not trying to figure out a somewhere in between the three of us.
I did not fucking know that. Also, no one yelled at me about Stream Raiders, and I feel bad. You can yell at me about Stream Raiders, y'all.
I forgot it.
That's fine.
About it.
Most everyone did. See, as soon as my son informed me what his teacher was doing, I went and complained to the school. Yeah, absolutely. His principal was my brother's 5th grade teacher. Fucking small world. So I've known her for about 28 years. My son says his classroom's gotten better, and he can try, and she is trying to change now. That's good. Told you not. Yeah, that's fucking super helpful. Honestly. Wait, can I do that for like Discord group chats as well?
Yeah,
How?
same process. Like if you're in a call with somebody in a group chat, you just click on up in the right hand corner. There's going to be a region.
Oh, I have to be in the VC with them?
Yeah.
Do I have to own the group or no?
I think you have to have admin privileges. That's about it.
Okay. Let me check. I'm admin of this group. I'm gonna tell Haddis to admin me.
Good night, Red. I love you.
Cyber. Have a good night. Have a great night. Thank you for being here.
Oh, I love those emotes.
I love photo elites and Cyber's emotes. They're so fucking adorable. They're so great. Good night, Red.
I'll talk to you tomorrow, Red.
I was gonna say about masking. I've gotten so used to it. Like I don't really like. I know when I'm doing it, but I don't realize
that you're doing it because it's just automatic at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because for me, it used to be like, oh God, I feel so validated in saying that because I know it's so fucking true. Oh, I'm just trying to validate myself. I know for me, like, it used to be a very intentional thing that I would do. Of just like, all right, I gotta go play by the social rules for a little bit. I gotta play the game. And I don't say that so much to myself sometimes. I mean, I still kind of do just to remind myself, but like, yeah. Like, I had to very often, like, just play the rules. Just do what they want you to do. Say what they want you to say. You get through it.
And what he was talking about, the routine, it had, like, the routine, knowing what I need to do helps.
Yeah, it became,
especially
like, automatic.
My new work has, like, you know, set things that need to be done at certain times, and that really helps a lot. And the work knows, and they have other people who are also autistic and stuff, so it's kind of cool.
That is super cool, honestly. So the specific thread I saw regarding masking was not necessarily regarding like ADHD autism masking, but it was like about like masking how you're feeling in a moment for the sake of others. And then like later like honoring your feelings, but at the moment like not expressing an emotion because like you want to get yourself through a situation, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Haddis, that is 5 too many messages for me asking you one question.
um, let me
Yeah,
get my
go on,
word.
go on.
I'm kind of like when I'm like at work, I don't there's like this one person I don't particularly care for. And there's a lot of times where like I'm kind of just going through the routine
Go
and
through
I'm
the
just
motions.
and I know a lot of times like people are like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just trying to." And I try not like later I kind of just I'd say to myself, you know, I can't stand her, but I don't blow up and I've told you, you know, I've talked to the HR and I've talked to the manager. Apparently there's nothing they can do about it, but whatever. She's gotten better, but there's still some things. But I just kind of, you know, like she might get kind of an attitude or say something. I just go, okay, and like do what she tells me to do, but I don't, I try not to, um, like show any emotion really.
Yeah, because it's like, all right, this is a person that I need to interact with. It fucking is gonna suck, but I have to just get through this, and then I'll be fine. I can do the rest of my day uninterrupted.
Exactly.
You know. And I think that masking is very important. I know a lot of people, like other people that not necessarily are autistic or ADHD, do that kind of masking. I think everyone does masking to an extent. You know, they put on a mask to get through a day, or they, you know, put on a front to like whatever, get through a situation. So it's not something that's just exclusive to ADHD, autism, neurodivergent people. But it's something I know that like I
My
like
phone
to
was
talk
dying.
about.
I had to.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Yes, plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. Oh man, I'm on some fuck shit right now. But yeah,
And I'm
masking.
over here dying.
No. Photolite, what do you think about masking? Masking emotions and getting through situations.
It's both good and bad.
Yeah.
Like, in certain situations, you need to keep a level head. You need to, like, okay, these emotions exist. I'm going to deal with those later. And just get on with the shit that he's doing.
Right. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
That's something that I particularly learned during my year as a security guard.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you are literally put in a situation where saying the wrong thing could incite a riot.
That is true. Yeah, I have some negative experiences with that because I have said the wrong thing before when training because I just didn't know how to react.
Yeah.
I was
For
dumb. It's like
example-
I intellectually knew, but I was like I still acted out.
Yeah, for example, during match days when there's a derby, like everybody loves soccer here apparently, so they go mental about it.
Yeah.
A home field for 2 teams in Stockholm, and if you're working at the ferry, taking people back and forth between one of the big sports bars, because that's where everybody who's unable to get a ticket congregates.
Right.
You say the wrong thing, bam, that's a spark to a powder keg.
Yeah. It's fucking man, like in one way it's like in that situation you're so tense because you're like I need to say the exact thing, but looking at it from like if you back up a few steps, it's like, what the fuck? Like, why is it that these people are just like one fucking mob mentality step away from just like exploding? Like, that's a really wild to me, and like says a lot about like the human condition and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
just
they're
like,
pumped up on
yikes.
adrenaline, they're pumped up on various substances and
Beers
various
Yeah.
legal or illegal.
The good. Actually, if they were on weed, maybe they wouldn't fucking riot. They'd just be like, yo, what's up? Yo, what the fuck? Potch!
Pot.
Hey, Potch. Thank you so much for the raid, mate. Welcome in, Raiders. Mental health talk place, career safe space. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're taking care of yourself today. My name is Waba. I am your pansexual, autistic, non-binary, and queer as fuck host. We're doing some mental health Monday up in here. We're talking about being autistic. And yeah, how you doing? How you doing, Potch? How was your stream, mate? Welcome in, everyone.
I would shout you out, but I'm holding a phone.
It's fine, I got it. Potch like watch raid. Yeah, that's right. We're here for your jelly beans. You want some jelly beans? There's a cat over here. I can give you some jelly beans, y'all.
Come here. I know you're sleeping, but come here. They asked for jelly beans.
They asked for jelly. He's so confused right now.
It's Sky. Is it Sky?
It is Sky. He's so sleepy.
My Lord and Savior, Sky.
Yes, your Lord and Savior, Sky. Here's the jelly beans. Aw.
Baby.
Welcome in, Adventure Ryan. Aw, sleepy kitty, yeah. I literally woke him up. He's like, huh? How y'all doing? I hope you're well. Beans, yes. So we're talking here with Jeffrey the Hedgehog and Photo Elite on their experiences with being autistic. Jeffrey doesn't stream, but I'm gonna shout him out anyway. I was kind of in a blah mood today. Super tired, so we watched YouTube videos all stream. Fuck yeah, dude. I love that for you. Tomorrow will be better. I knew I had to be here to see Chris and support my good friend Waba. That's you. That me. I love you, Potch. Poor sleepy kitty. Yeah. Hi, Lily. Welcome in. How y'all doing? Feel free to lurk. Feel free to follow. Feel free to check out all my socials. We have a subathon going on Friday for my birthday, my first ever subathon for my 29th birthday on the 29th, my golden birthday. But yeah, you can find all my socials here, my Discord here. Yo, thanks for following us, Ryan. Yeah. It's going to be like an all-day event. And when I get bored, however many subs I have, I'm just going to add that to the timer. But we start at 11 a.m. EST. Anyway. Transformers Forged to Fight. Oh, right, Jeffrey, you streamed exactly once. Yeah, but...
Yeah.
Oh, you know Chris, Potch. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we know each other.
Fuck yeah. Happy early birthday.
All the cool people.
Lily.
Lily _
Thank you
whispered
so
just
much.
joined the Wineout squad.
Thank you so much for the fucking
Thank you.
subby
Happy
wubby.
early B-Day.
Happy early B-Day. You're very, very kind. 5 months. Let's go. Chris, hi. Says Star. Hi, Star.
Hi, Star.
Hi, Star. All right. So
Yeah,
let's get back
I met
to it.
Star and Posh at Red's.
You did?
Yeah, I met them at Red's mermaid pool stream.
Oh, I thought you meant like met them IRL.
No, not yet. That is the goal.
Yes, let's go. We want to meet them IRL. I want to meet Potch IRL and Star. I just want to give them big fucking hugs and be like, "Argh." I'm a fan of Chris. Yeah.
I'm a fan of Posh.
I'm a fan of Potch too.
And I'm
Same.
a big fan of Star.
Yeah.
I'm an even
Star.
bigger fan of their kitties.
Yes, the keys, all the beans, so many beans. Sky literally went back to sleep. By the way, he's like,
I love Sky.
I can't wait to see you two IRL photo shoot. Right? That'd be fucking epic. I'm gonna bring a camera too. Fuck it, and become a photographer in Waba for a day.
Oh yeah, I can teach you.
Please. I know some shit, but like I don't know everything.
Nobody does.
I know lighting, and that's about it. That's it.
Constant
Yes, everyone
lights
wants to
or
meet us.
kind
We're
of
just
flash?
normal people. I'm just normal people too, but like I still want to meet y'all. I have vacation
Yes,
in June,
yes,
and I'll probably be going to see
it's me,
Pansexual.
Clutch. It is me.
Yes, it is Jeffrey. That is the real Jeffrey the Hedgehog. The actual hedgehog in real life. That's them. All right. So we had a question from Cyprus, and this is point of confusion, point of argument. All right, ready? Here we go. Everyone's gonna be angry. Everyone hated this question. No, I'm joking. But like, this is legitimate. This is really good education point here. I love your face. Yes, Jeffrey has a wonderful face. I've heard
Well,
of
you come.
Yes. That question says, I've heard of high functioning autism and just autism. Do they have a grade system? Yeah, this question also makes me go ugh, because that was like the old way, and like actually is like the current what it says in the DSM-5. There legitimately is a grade system in the formal diagnosis of autism, which is to say low level of support, like mid level support, and high level of support needed. But you know, it's not a very well defined thing is the problem. They try to define it by being like, well, they have like deficits in X number of areas or whatever. Like, that's not really helpful. Like, when it comes to being autistic, especially having like an autistic child, for instance, it's much more helpful to say, well, they have deficits in these specific areas, and thereby we're going to give them these specific supports. Because overall, then you just have like this very false picture of what autism is, of being like, oh, if they're high support, that means they have to like live with their parents for the rest of their life. Like, no, not necessarily. They might be like fucking great with doing like ADLs, activities of daily living. They may be great with like other shit, like math and stuff, but like socially, maybe they're just not there, or like other kind of areas, they're just not there. Yeah. DSM has an impossible job. It's almost funny to see how it progressively retries to define humanity. Yeah. We don't like the DSM. Like, I have it, but like, it's not a Bible. Please. It's not. Individual experience and individual counseling is just gonna like expedite like actual good treatment, ethical treatment, than like any like, you know, somewhat formal diagnosis of like low level support needed. You know?
I agree.
I fully agree on that. Like, my sister is a great example of this.
Yeah.
She is able to have a job. Sure, they have a lot of accommodations at this job, but she is able to take care of herself to a degree. She is able to, like, she can look after her own hygiene, like all the basics. Like, she can cook some basic stuff. Like, she can make sandwiches or bake stuff and shit like that. What she can't do is like stuff like pay bills and like know how to balance her financials. Like, okay, I have X amount of money and I need X amount for bills.
Like budgeting. It's just not there.
Yeah. Like, she can't live on her own, like entirely on her own.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that your example of your sister really kind of like reminds me that like autism is very high with, you know, I mean, comorbidity is like a thing you shall be aware of. Like, comorbidity just means like you have one or more mental health illnesses. These mental health illnesses are often seen together, but like stuff like dyscalculia, dyslexia, other like learning disorders is really high correlated with being autistic. I keep trying to, I'm sorry, I keep trying to correct myself from being like having autism, because, you know, that's not really the term that we autistics use. It's just that we are autistic because, you know, we kind of are in a way defined by being autistic. Like that's how we interact in the world. That's how we process things as well. Is what I've come to understand as to why there's a self-identifying label, because oftentimes a lot of people who might not know, who are not neurodivergent, or are on the outside world looking in, will be like, oh, when you just say a person with autism, and it's just like, well, you might say that about like any other disorder, but like when it comes to that, no. Like we've advocated and self-advocated for ourselves and said, no, it's this. I don't know. What do you either of you else think about regarding autism levels, stuff like that?
It's not really a subject I've educated myself on that much. But I mean, a label is...
Right.
How to put it? Like, a label is useful.
Yeah.
It is not important or like absolutely die-hard necessary, but it is useful.
Yeah, it's useful, but it's not absolute, and it doesn't define entirely. Like, I can say I'm autistic, but that doesn't mean like, oh yeah, that's all that Waba is. Like, Waba's just autistic.
Exactly.
Like, no, I'm so much more. I have so many interests and so many things that I do and love doing and am as a person.
It's just a part of you.
Yeah, it's just like identity, basically. Like you wouldn't say it's identity in the same way of like you wouldn't say that someone is like, oh, they are a person with homosexuality, or well, actually they used to fucking say that's a person with homosexual tendencies. That shit fucking sent me. That's some 1950s. Yeah, they used to fucking say that shit. Oh my god. No, you'd fucking just say like, yeah, I'm pansexual. Yeah, there it is. Yep. Yeah, that fucking like, when we put on the white coat and the gloves and get my fucking restraints and shackles for the crazy mental health patients in the 1950s hospitals that still fucking kind of exist in a way.
Yeah.
We've come a long way, but there's still some places that still have that shit. The fucking insane asylums, like, legitimately. That shit still exists.
Yeah, I was gonna say my
Side
dad.
fact about that?
Yeah.
I think it was in the 70s or something like that. In Sweden, homosexuality was defined as a disease.
Yep.
So people started
call in gay.
like,
I remember this.
Yeah.
Calling
people
gay to
started
work.
Yeah. They literally called in gay to work and like, I can't come into work today. I'm gay.
I'm feeling a little gay, doc. Can't come
I
in.
don't think I can. It's not gonna work.
Sorry, I just really want to touch another man's ass. Like, I can't help it, doc. It's like OCD. It's a compulsion.
I mean, it fucking worked. They practically shut down the country and then it fucking worked.
Yep. That my friend is called malicious compliance at its best. It's great.
Seasonal gay gets me whispering.
Seasonal gay. I mean, I have a seasonal gay that I live with. They get me in spring, summer, fall, and winter. Every season, all the seasons, 365. 24/7. They get me. Good question, Cypress, as always. What are your thoughts on companies? Yo, all the rest of you chatters and lurkers out there, get some good questions, all right? I love this shit. I love answering these because this is a great discussion. This is great educational points. Shit I probably have thought of. I'm sure some of you were just like, you should have thought of this while, but I'm like, I can't think of anything, y'all. I spend a lot of energy throughout the day. Give me a break. Thank you, Cypress, for being here. Yeah. What are your thoughts on companies giving autistic people very basic jobs? I often see fast food places having them clean the lobby all day long. Should they try harder, or is that enough? I think that depends entirely on the person, you know?
Yeah.
We talked earlier, I don't know if you're here for this, but we talked earlier about how, like, Photolith's, I don't know if it was your job or, yeah, it was your job as like a cashier. Like it was very, very nice to you because it was a nice routine. You were doing the same thing. You had your part to play.
I wasn't a cashier. I was a type of security guard handling money for an amusement park. So I basically went around to all the cashiers, picked up their cashier money, and brought it down to the vault for counting.
Yeah. So, you know, it was a nice thing to have that routine. So it entirely depends on the person. You know, I could definitely see if some autistic person is just like, you know, maybe they're not able to kind of do things that come with like other maybe higher paying jobs or like more like intricate jobs. You know, in food services, just like if we're going to talk food services specifically, you know, you could say like the person who cleans, you know, the floors of the bathrooms compared to the person who's on the cash register, compared to the person who's on the line, compared to the person who's a manager. You know, there's all different subsets of skills that are needed for that. And, you know, some autistic people are fit for those skills and some aren't. Yeah. You know, I guess it's definitely, it can be a kind of like a weird point of like, you want to advocate for other people, but sometimes other people are just happy doing what they're doing. And
I don't keep yawning. I'm sorry.
It's fine. And like
you're
really
absolutely okay.
Yeah, it's late.
It's 5:20 in the morning over here.
I was about to say, I see the sun rising.
No.
I see the sun rising. It's been rising slowly this whole time. And now Jeffrey's tired as well from a double shift, dude. It's wild. But no, what I was saying is like, you know, I would find it really hard pressed for myself to try to press a person to, you know, achieve more, say so to speak. But if they don't want to achieve more, like I can't force them. And I used to actually get really frustrated at people. Now to maybe be fair to myself, even though I shouldn't be. I got frustrated a lot of people from my hometown because none of them wanted to like go forward in life. And I was just like, why the fuck would you want to stay in this hellhole? Like you complain about it all the time and yet you want to stay here and work a dead end job. Like what are you doing in your life? Like honestly, like even if you don't have the money to like get ahead, like have a fucking somewhat of a plan. Like I was just so pissed about it. I was so frustrated. Ugh. So frustrated that people just wanted to like stay where they're at. But like I get it nowadays. I meant that as should companies do more, not the person. Oh, okay. Should companies do more?
Oh.
I think companies could always be doing more, but the question is, what could companies do?
I mean, I really think it comes down to the person at the end of the day, because like the companies could offer them a top tier managing job with 6 figures a year, but if they're unable to perform said job,
sure.
What's the point?
Right. The other thing is I just thought of is like what companies could do is offer opportunities for advancement. Yeah. Because definitely there can be a point of like maybe a person just doesn't know to advocate for themselves because a company isn't offering that. So if a company is like very basically I'm just saying be more transparent with like opportunities and just telling the person like, hey, like, you know, if you do this job really, really well, in 6 months down the line, you know, this job opportunity might become available to you. I really like it when jobs tell you that of like, you know, because like that's a question that I usually ask on an interview, but I much prefer it when a job just tells you like, yeah, a lot of people that work this position often become this position and then after that become that position. And I was told that like initially when I first interviewed for my job, they're like, yeah, you could, you know, potentially become like a service writer, or you could like work in a CR, you can maybe become a manager and all this other stuff, you know. So there's definitely opportunities for advancement that are put out there often enough that it's like, you know, that it's a thing. So I think companies should work on communicating that a little bit more often and openly. So that's my answer then.
Agreed.
Shit, why are you just agreeing? Why can't you just disagree with me and say something else different? Fucking hell. I don't want to echo chamber this. I want to hear different ideas.
I know, but half the time, like me and you are usually on the same wavelengths a lot of times.
Why do I have to be right, Jeffrey? I don't want to be right. I want to be challenged. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right in the sense that they should offer the opportunity for advancement.
Yes.
I also think it's important to recognize that even if the opportunity is offered, the person given the offer might not be a good fit for the position. So that they don't just offer it
Yeah, offer to
because
offer
of
it.
like offer it like, hey, you're on the neurodivergent.
Right. So they can
spectrum.
check mark a box and be like, did you offer 10 neurodivergents this
Exactly.
quarter?
Yeah.
A job? Yes. Good job. You have funding. Like,
Sadly, that's probably what it would become, though.
Yeah,
because that's
kinda
a lot
would.
of times what happens.
exactly what it would become. And it's funny because there's been some like interesting advocacy pushing back against what is it called? Oh god. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's the thing where they like give disenfranchised people like money or whatever. They give them more opportunities. Like you know, like when you're in high school and you're going to college and they're like, oh, like apply to this degree because you're black, or apply to this degree just because on the basis that you're Latino or whatever. What is it called? Fuck, I can't think of the term. Someone knows it. Someone knows what I'm talking about. Something affirmative action. There we go. I got it. Yeah, there's an interesting pushback against affirmative action because a lot of affirmative action is just based on the idea, based on a very racist idea actually, of that, oh, because you are this identity, you need this opportunity. Yeah. So there's an interesting pushback against that idea that it's like, you know, it's like it's not that I need this because I am my identity, it's I need this is because my identity has been fucking unilaterally just oppressed and suppressed from having equal and equatable opportunities.
Yeah,
you know,
and
generational shit.
I think it also shows it like people care, but they don't really care.
They care so they can checkbox a number, and a lot of colleges do that shit as well. You know, they'd be like, well, we've met our quota of having, you know, black females in our college, so now we don't have to let in anymore, basically. It's wild.
I don't
it's
like
fucking
that.
wild. I hate it. I hate it entirely. Affirmative action does have an upside. There's definitely upsides to it. The amount of people that would have been looked over because of their color now have positions doing what they love. Yeah. So there's upsides, but there's also some like racist like roots. It's just like, yes, we want the help, but like, can we also dismantle the systems of oppression that are requiring affirmative action to exist? Yeah, I mean, so let's do that. But yeah, fucking huge agree. Okay, so Rhett, hello. What is the line between someone being accommodating to how you are and someone being condescending to how you are?
That is a good question, right?
Sure, I understand that.
I think
It's hard to tell, right? It can be really hard to tell because people mask their intentions really well sometimes, right?
Oh yeah.
What was the
I mean,
line?
just to take an example that I discussed previously with
Yeah.
schools.
Yeah.
Like the school that was supposedly excellent for any neurodivergent person, they literally felt oily and like,
Snake oily.
yeah, like you literally could feel like, nah, they're selling bullshit. It's actually they're selling air, pretty much. Like they're trying to tell me I need to buy the air that I breathe.
That's right.
And other times, like with the first school that I went, I went to for with a dedication to neurodivergent and autistic that was literally like, okay, you do not learn this way, so let's scrap that entirely. Screw that. Bye-bye. Doesn't work. Don't even bother. This is how you learn. I'll adapt to that.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Uh,
Am I still here?
Can
One.
you?
Yep.
Hello?
I'm here. I'm here. Sorry, I'm just checking. I was trying not to break my stream.
yeah, don't break the stream.
I mean, I might. We'll see. It's fine. It's fine. Not breaking stream. Let's go. AMAs. Here it fucking is. Here we go. All right, we got this. All right, I have feature.chat working again.
Heck
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really not sure how to answer this question, honestly, for myself. Because, like, it's hard to tell people's intentions, right? Because, like, something that can seem very, like, oh, we're trying to be accommodating to you, they can do it in, like, a talk down to way. And I think the way that you tell, say so to speak, is you either, like, ask other people, like, how they received that message, like, how did that message sound to you? Especially if you're like kind of unsure, like you're on the edge of like, I don't know. But also the other way is just like, you know, are there words laced? And I know this is really hard to read in between the words sometimes for us. You know, are there words laced with like kind of like, oh, this is such an inconvenience to me, you know? Just like,
Yeah.
oh, you're such in the way. Like, I guess like we'll do this thing for you, like. And it's just like, well, someone, you know, kind of thing. It's kind of one of those, like, you at everyone in like an email, like, attention staff, please don't do this thing. And it's just like, it's one person doing the thing and that person is you. And it's just like, you could just talk to me though. Like,
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
That's kind of like what the other coworker that I don't get along with, that's what she does. Like there's things she's like, oh, there's crumbs that I see here, and it's like, do you want me to? What are you trying to say?
Oh
like,
my god, I hate that shit. I fucking hate it when managers. Okay, my dad did this shit too, and I call it pointing. I call this action social pointing. And managers do this shit, and my dad did this shit, and I fucking hate it. And literally, just what it is just describes when people point out an issue, but don't do anything about it themselves, and don't direct you precisely to do something about it. They'll just be like, oh, Jeffrey, yeah, what's up? You know, I was walking past this aisle, and I just noticed, like, you know, all these cans are out of place. Okay. Yeah, all these cans are out of place. How about that? Those cans are out of place.
What am I supposed to do about it?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, those cans are out of place. Did you want me to do something? Oh, you're gonna do something about it, huh? You're gonna do your fucking job for once? Slap. Like, it's so passive aggressive just to be aggressive at you, because that happened every fucking single time. Every single time someone fucking pointed, they did it so they could be mean at you. Because if you didn't immediately answer, be like, oh, all right, I'll get right on that. No, that was the wrong response if you said anything else. Because they're just like, because then they could just fucking slam you and be like, well, you're not doing your fucking job, you piece of shit. Like, hate that shit. I hate pointing. I hate it.
Yeah, it's
fucking
frustrating.
It's very frustrating. It is bad leadership, absolutely. But it's such a good way to describe it. Thank you. Took me years to describe it too, because I'm just like, you're so annoying. You're so passive aggressive.
And they're not even my manager.
And then it's an out to be aggressive. She's an asshole.
Yeah.
Well, just keep reporting her HR. Yeah, it's very hard to define gray areas sometimes, but there is a lot of gray in that. because sometimes it might be inconvenient, but like they're not like expressly like venomous about, you know, giving like some sort of accommodation to you, but it's still like inconvenient because it's tiring. It can be. Yes, please dismantle the oppression. I wish, but do you see that happening in our lifetime? Maybe, Potch. Honestly, maybe. If not, having something I place till humanity gets to the right places can be important. Yeah. No, I agree. I don't think we should dismantle the entirety of affirmative action, but I think it definitely should be something that's like kept on our radar, because I think there's a big difference between affirmative action and restitution. And a lot of groups such as Black Lives Matter will be, you know, pressing more for restitution, because that's kind of like starting the process of dismantling oppression as opposed to just affirmative action. Because even still with affirmative action, you still have to, there's still barriers to that as well. In that you need to be aware of those things. They need to be made, not just the fact that they exist, they have to be made aware of the existence of said things. So it's good to have an advocate, but not everyone's going to know everything about every single, like, you know, grant that you could apply for. I mean, if this gives you any indication of what kind of shitty people my parents are, or what kind of shitty person my mom is in particular, she literally told me to put down that I was Native American on my fucking application to Drexel. And I was like, we can't prove that. We literally can't prove that. Like, just because dad says, like, there was this one time that it wasn't like a French Canadian person and an Irish person, and it was actually like a Native American person. Like, you can't fucking prove that. I don't have citizenship at a tribe. Like, this is stupid. This would literally be taking it away. This would literally be the whites taking away some shit from indigenous folks. Like, don't fucking test me. It's so crap. I hate my narcissistic mother. Anyway, I have to get that one out at least once on Mental Health Monday. Zyprus asked, I suspect that race and sex impacts how autistic people are treated in the US. Yes. Do you see similar issues in Europe and other developed countries? Sex also definitely impacts diagnosis as well. As you may or may not know, diagnostics for ADHD and autism in the US are weighted much more highly for boys. Zeinhardt, hi Zeinhardt, welcome in, Raiders. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're taking care of yourself out there. My name is Waba. I am your pansexual, non-binary, autistic, queer as fuck content creator, mental health advocate. We're doing Mental Health Monday today. We have Photo Elite and Jeffrey the Hedgehog, my lovely mod, here talking about being autistic. Zeinhardt, how was your stream, mate? How was your stream? Welcome in, everyone. We happy few. Nice. We're currently discussing this question right here. And I was just getting finished saying how that yes, in the US, it's definitely very big, impactful, because diagnosing of ADHD and autism is higher in boys than it is in girls, generally speaking. But yeah, Photo Elite, we're gonna go for you for the expert of European issues.
I am by no means an expert. I'll just get that out right away. I can say from my personal experiences, I've seen both with friends and with family members that they've struggled more with getting a diagnosis if they are female or if they are a person of color or and like anything outside the whole cis white male, it's immediately 10 times harder.
Yeah. So basically, sexism, racism still does exist.
Oh yeah,
in Europe.
Yeah. So in Sweden, it's gotten to the point where there is a racist party in government. Like they had enough votes to get into the government. Like we have a slightly different system than the US. Like we have several parties that vote in a parliamentary procedure instead of just like two major parties. And we have a 2.5% voter limit to get in there. If they're above that 2.5%, they have a seat. And how many seats, how many votes they get are defined by the amount of people voting for them. But there is literally a party called Sverigedemokraterna, the Swedish Democrats. Their roots are in neo-Nazism.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah.
What the shit?
Yeah. And they are literally in power. Like they have voting say in the government. Enough that they are a sway vote between the two major blocks of parties. Because like there's obviously two different sides to everything here too. But instead of two major parties, there's several different ones that have various policies and such. But
That's kind of scary.
yeah, they literally have enough votes that they are a swing vote.
That's
So like,
frightening.
yeah.
So, Chad, about that $800 ticket to Sweden. Just like how Feingal here in Ireland began as German National Socialist collaborators. Fuck. I probably also mispronounced that, to be fair. Fuck. So what we're saying is Nazism is well and alive
Yeah.
in Europe still. And America too, let's be real. Like you literally have the KKK existing as a group. Not registered as a hate group either.
Yeah.
Figure that one out. Honestly. What do you do about that?
I don't really know. Like, you just... They are democratically chosen. They play by the rules. The people elected into that party as their leaders are absolute dickwads,
I'm sure.
but most of them still technically play by the rules. So there's really pretty much nothing that can be done aside from like, okay, they got their 15 minutes in the spotlight. Everybody saw that they can't do shit. They suck at governing.
Mm-hmm.
Time to vote for something that actually works.
Mm-hmm. All questions are on topic for Mental Health Monday.
Yeah.
This is scary shit, honestly.
Yeah.
It's mad stressful. Because it's like, fuck, you're playing by the rules. Like, you're doing everything else. You're crossing your T's, you're dotting your I's. But like, and this is like the same thing in America, right? Where it's like you have all these politicians who are like backed by like financially backed by like evil fucking corporations, basically. Like effectively, we live in an oligarchy, or not an oligarchy. I mean, basically an oligarchy, but a corporatocracy. You know, effectively, you know, senators and representatives alike in the Senate and the House in America, you know, they basically decide what rules go by, what rules don't go by. And if they're just paid off by companies to say, hey, push this agenda, push this rule, and guess what? They're going to push that rule. And budget committees be damned, because those budget committees are also filled with people that will take fucking bribes. So why is there a rise in these kind of ideas coming to power in the world again? Hard to say. It's really fucking hard to say, honestly. Is it due to the older people trying to push those crazy ideas into new generations before they die? I mean, yes. It's like yes and no, because that's always happened, and that always continues to happen, though, Cypress, is that the older boomer generations, they're dying out, but they've already passed down their way of thinking, say so to think, you know, say so to speak, rather. You know, it's just kind of like the axis of lawful good to lawful evil to chaotic evil. You know, it's relative. If you were raised in a family that basically tells you that like money is number one and people don't fucking matter if they don't have money, people are literally less than you if they have less money than you, and they get indoctrinated to that way of thinking. I mean, that's really what it is. And that's why I have a lot of problems with talking about politics on stream. And like, I know I shouldn't, like, you know, broad sweeping generalizations don't help anyone, obviously, and don't help move a conversation forward. But I find it really challenging, I'll say, to have a legitimate discussion about certain, in my mind, ethical issues. Because, you know, at the end of the day, I want to know that the person I'm talking to and having a discussion with, I want to know that we both share the base of, like, caring about, like, I don't know how to tell someone to care about people and people's general well-being. Like, I get that there's decisions that might harm one population, but help, like, the bigger population at whole. I get those decisions, but, like, if you can't see the humanity of that and the intricacies of, like, you know, it's very, very detailed. It's very, very, it's very gray, basically. It's a very, like, fine line to tread of, like, we can do things that help the general population, but we have to be careful. It's like majority rule, minority rights, basically, right? And the political discussions nowadays are very, very polarized, and I can't help, I try not to discuss them because I get very polarized about it, because at the end of the day, that's what I feel like it comes down to. It's just like, listen, if we can't fundamentally agree that we think a group of humans based on some identity they can't fucking control are worthy of living, like, shit, like, I can't have a discussion with you. I can't be civil. Yeah. It's impossible for me to be civil at that point.
It becomes a moral thing.
Yeah, it's a difference of morals, not a difference of, I mean, it's a difference of opinion as well, but it's a difference of morals at that point. So more people get to infinity if you disagree on the smallest thing. Right. Yeah, so basically don't talk about my own political opinions because how other people react. See, I'm pretty fairly fucking, I think I'm open slash, I'm open to a discussion, but I don't facilitate political discussions on Twitch because the nuance of them is so intricate and it's so charged that I would rather have a discussion face-to-face or on VC with someone than have one over, like, me talking you text chat. You know, it's a very this is a very safe experience for me, say so to speak. I can very easily delete comments or ban people like that, right? So I don't think Twitch is a very effective platform for political discussion. That being said, people still do it, so whatever. Luck to them. Most people want to be right and refuse to be wrong, right? And again, a lot of the politics streamers on Twitch, I'm sure, are probably just like, I don't know. They probably understand the nuances, but they also, again, have the privilege of just being like, well, fuck you, you're wrong. So goodbye. Love a good political discussion. Everything has an origin of reason, even the reason isn't something I morally agree with. Yeah, absolutely. And it's very interesting to find out people's origins of reasons, like, oh, you were raised in a certain way, so this is why you think this way. Like, that's really interesting to me as someone who's deep into psychology, right? Deep into psychology and mental health. Because at a certain point, it also becomes a mental health thing. Every subject is connected to everything else, which is why I always relate everything to mental health, because it is. And there's a certain mentality of like, you know, being scared and like, you know, wanting protection and generally we all want the same things. We want society to continue to grow and, you know, increase in like, you know, all sorts of different ways and just basically grow as a society and like advance as a society. And we want to feel safe in our home and we want this for ourselves. You know, we want to be able to grow and have growth. You know, we all want some general same things. Like everyone can agree on some general things. It's the specifics that get really tricky, and that's why I can't have discussions properly because, again, it gets into that moral shit. So, to answer your original question, why is there a rise in those kind of ideas? It's because those ideas are passed down. It's a generational thing, and it'll continue to be a generational thing until we open up education in the way of like, you know, let's try to provide as most as possible a objective education regarding various origins of things. I think this is why critical thinking skills in school is super duper important to teach kids, because it's always good to question things that you hear, especially things on the news, because that's a lot of where like boomers and that generation gets their information from. They're like, oh, well, you know, John whatever on fucking Fox News told me this, so it must be true. And I'm like, maybe you should question that. you know, maybe you should question that. Yeah, I have to go to bed too, honestly, soon here.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm getting tired.
Oh,
My
glad to
legs
meet you
hurt.
all.
Yeah, I was trying not to interrupt you, but I am approaching my hard limit of
Yeah, same.
midnight in like 9 minutes. At which point it's going to be 6 a.m. here, and if I stay up past like that much past that, I won't be able to sleep because the sun will just literally be
All right.
blaring into my room.
Thank you both for sticking around for my giant rant.
Of course.
No problem.
Okay, things and stuff, everyone. Subathon Friday for my birthday starts 11 a.m. EST. Announcement: I'm going to be starting a life advice show called Waba's Words of Wisdom. It's going to be a write-in advice show where you tell us a large, Reddit style story. There is a giant disclaimer that you need to agree to beforehand, just so you understand the scope and the nature of what we can do and provide here on the Twitch platform, and obviously take advice with a grain of salt, etc. so forth. It's all there. I'm finalizing the document, so it'll be all fucking good and clean and lovely, and we love it. And it won't incriminate me later and stuff, and people can't be like, hey, you gave me advice and I followed and I got hurt. And I'm like, well, you agreed to the you agreed to the waiver, basically. So you actually can't yell at me about this. Sorry. Anyway, I love you all. That's the thing that we're going to be doing. I'm going to finalize the document. I'm going to put the document out. I'm going to put the document out for Subathon. We're going to do a bunch of things on the Subathon.
Come catch me live, only on Twitch.
As always, I'm going to... Oh, God. I forgot about him. We're going to honor all the stuff that we have to do. So 75 subs. It looks like chat's ordering me fast food. I'm gonna eat a raw onion, 1 hour of karaoke, chat tweets for me, and eat a whole fucking raw garlic clove. So yeah, I get to do all that and more. And if I get really bored, I'm gonna add 75 subs of time to the timer, which might actually happen. I don't know. We'll vote on it. We'll vote on it, chat. All right, we'll vote on it. Do I add 75 subs of time to the timer initially? Why not? Anyway, yes. Hi, JV. Good morning. You woke up. Oh God, that's. I don't know if that's good or bad. I love all three of you so much. I admire. I think you're superstars. You're superstars. Thank you for your time, friends. Thank you for your time, Cypress, as always. I'm in VC to discuss that with you. By the way, Turn. I should probably go to sleep, honestly, but I'll say hi for a little bit. Have a great sleep. Everyone get to it. Yes. All right. As always, here's my Discord. Feel free to join. Here's all my socials. Feel free to follow and whatnot. Interact with a bunch of cool YouTube shit that's going on. Mental Health Monday will go up on about Wednesday. I didn't play the outro.
Holy crap.
Cypress, bro. Can't do that to me at the end.
Cypress just admitted 20 cents.
Yeah.
In a speechless thank you so much, you beautiful man.
Cypress. You could have waited till Friday.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing? It is 12 midnight. You are exploiting my emotions. And I love it.
I wish I could.
May not be there.
No,
That's
but-
fair. That's fair. It's gonna probably go all day. It could be 24 hours. 24-hour cap. Thank you for the 20 gifted to That's No Moon Prism, Boss Girl, Roku, UFO, Ollie, Elikin, Zeinhardt, Almighty, Snowzo, Ali Sunan, Jane the Message, Sage Squirrels, Retzel, Majin Tokiyami, Baron Kraken, Spooky Uwu, Marcy the Martian, Woof 1979, It's Lazy, Alex the Weird Kid, Sin Lu, and Connor Queen. Holy fuck, dude. That poor cat. Thank you for the gift subs. Yes. Oh my god. Fucking amazing. L. All right. Anyway, all that in a bag of beans. I love you all. Please take care of yourselves out there. Again, here is the raid message. Sassy Degenerates, thank you for the follow. Welcome into the Log Fam.
Mine and that's mine and Red's joint account.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the follow all the same. Have a good night, everyone. My raid message isn't even posting correctly. Fuck me. Go spread some love and joy wherever you are. Take care of yourselves out there. Or else. And we're gonna go raid out to Animagus Arts because we love her and she's awesome. There's the raid message. It's so delayed. Anyway, feel free to copy that if you have the emotes. Go raid Annie. Go say hi to Annie. There's the raid messages if you're not subscribed. All right. Love you all. I'll see you there for a little minute. But yeah, go to sleep. Take care. All right. Bye. Bye. See you Friday. Bye. 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 Click the thing. Bye.